Hey, hey girl, kick her ass sea bass. This isn't going, hey, Hummingbird, hey, Mercedes girl. This isn't going to be, like a shredding, dragging live. So I just want to point something out here in the community, but I'll wait until a couple more people get here. I can't wait to have my other channel back. I hate this channel. Actually, no, you know what? I don't hate the channel. I kind of like it because I don't care as much. You know what I'm saying? On my regular channel, I feel like I got to be careful sometimes. On this channel, I feel like I don't care if it gets fucking, reported or whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hello. Hey, Shell, Hummingbird. Who else do we got here? Who else? Novemberine. Long time. Novemberine, I just sent you back a message. So I hope you got it. And I hope it's not too late. She's doing her nails. She had a nail question because sometimes some gel polishes, I hope you don't mind me telling this, Novemberine. Some people, some of the gel nail polishes, when you cure them in the lamp, they'll have like this sticky layer on the top and you'll think that they're not cured. And they're just, the sticky layer on the top is like kind of like, I can't explain it, kind of evaporated to the top. It's the only way I can explain it. And it's like whatever didn't cure rose to the top, and you just have to wipe that off with either acetone or rubbing alcohol and then put the top coat on. But you don't have to wipe it off if you're putting a top coat on. That's a non-wipe top coat. That's why they sell two different kinds of top coats. With gel nail polish, it's either wipe or no wipe. Well, it'll just say no wipe if it's no wipe, but a lot of them are no wipe. Sometimes you want that sticky layer. Like I have the one I have on right now, it's a stain resistant top coat. And I use it because when I use light nail polishes, I don't want, when I smoke and everything, sometimes I know it's gross, but sometimes like your nail, especially if you have nail polish on it, well, pretty much primarily if you have nail polish on it, it gets like a little yellow. So I use a special coat so I don't get stains or anything on my nails for that. Yeah, that's why person in the back. Yeah, you need to get if you do gel, I suggest you get this top coat. I'm pretty sure you could use it over regular nail polish, but you just have to file through it. And then, you could take your nail polish off like regular. People ask what she hates nicotine. Yeah. It's kind of gross, but one of the fucking realities of smoking. I can imagine what my fucking lungs look like if my nail gets seen. But I tried it out on my other hand. I had like white nail polish, so I had it on for like 2 weeks and like did not even slightly fucking yellow. I was shocked because I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. But somehow it's fucking, it works. Not my favorite top coat, I got to be honest with you. My other one's shinier, but whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. All right. So, yeah, Mercedes girl, I gave you a wrench because, the other day, when I was on this channel, I had no wrenches in chat on this channel, and so I just saw like people that I talked to out off of chats and stuff. So, I know you well enough, Mercedes girl, to trust your judgment. Same thing with Judith. So, you guys have been around for a while. You've been around for a while. And we've talked about outside of YouTube. So, all right, this is what this live is going to be. No dragging. I'm not fucking dragging anybody. Can't say I'm not going to maybe take a cheap shot, but I'm trying to be calm, I'm trying to be cool, and I'm trying to be collected. And I probably should have done this on a day where, there was more, on my other channel, but whatever. People will eventually see, John Crimes in the house. John, I was just thinking about you. That's so weird. I was just like, I haven't heard from John Crimes in a while. Wonder where he's at. And then you fucking, that's the second time this happened. Because there was a couple weeks ago I hadn't heard from you either. And all of a sudden you like appeared. I was like, what the fuck? It's so weird because I thought of you. Hey, Badger. Don't say uh-oh, Badger. I'm just showing, listen, what I have obviously up on the screen is the best way I could explain this, because today what happened, and this happens a lot, okay, is that misinformation gets spread by a fucking flying monkey in the chat. They go to their leader, right? And they tell the leader something, or they twist what they saw. And then the leader or the creator, I shouldn't even say creator, the creator then reacts off of that because they don't fucking bother to go look and do their own research. We've all done it, but there's certain people here that do it like all the time, you know? If I didn't watch something or see something, I always try to, damn, you got strep throat? That sucks. John, go make sure you go get tested. Well, I'm sure you did. Yeah, have some lemon water with honey. I'm sure everybody told you that. All right, I was screaming. I didn't realize. And if I sound out of breath, because people keep saying I sound out of breath, it's because my nose is completely blocked right now, and I can't breathe through it. So, and you'll hear me sniffling. So anyway, it happens more often than not with certain people. They'll go back and they'll give the incorrect information, and that's exactly what happened to me today. And I don't know if how many of you guys were sitting in chat at what's her face? Whose chat was that? Holy shit, Steph? Was it Steph's chat? I don't even know. Holy shit, I'm having a brain fart. But I read a little bit of the chat that went by, so I'm going to show you guys that. But I also want to read you guys this because these people, they don't even realize that they're being used for a purpose. They're serving a purpose for this one person. So I felt like this one explained it the best, what I have on screen, which it says one of their favorite tricks is bullying by proxy. Instead of attacking directly, they recruit a team of flying monkeys or Patreons, right? These little primates, I can't read. These little primates take turns doing and saying obnoxious things in an effort to make a target come undone. Because so many hands are involved, a target can never lodge a complaint. If she tried, it would sound ridiculous since she'd be pointing her finger at so many people. Anybody who heard this would naturally assume she was the one with the personality disorder instead of taking a good look at the real culprit. Okay, so these people do all the bidding. They do all the dirty work so that the mean person who's attacking doesn't, look like the bad guy. And then in turn, they end up looking like the victim. So we need to go on a ghosting campaign, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So what happened today, and I didn't talk about this on Steph's Live, so I'm going to show you guys right now what happened. Hold on, let me just grab my chat. Because this shit is on another level. Okay, I'm trying to be calm about it because I'm over this shit. It's one thing if you're fighting with somebody else on here, but like to have all these extra people involved it's just fucking insane. It really is. And for some reason, the fucking comments section isn't loading. Oh, that was weird. All right, hold on a second. If I can't get the comment section, I'll just send my screenshots. Oh, that's me. Yeah, Tremley's been under attack too. Tremley. I don't care anymore to respond, to be honest with you, to what Laura's saying about me. I really don't fucking care. She could talk about my teeth. Like, all that shit to me is like, whatever. Go ahead, attack my fucking teeth. I don't care. It upsets other people probably more than it accepts me because it's not like I don't look in the mirror. So, any shit like that, I don't care. I don't care if she says insults my looks because, I mean, not to be an asshole, but I know I'm pretty confident that I look better than her. So I'm not really, even with my fucked up teeth, I'm not worried about that. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find the comments now. Oh, were they deleted? Because I wouldn't be surprised. Hold on. Oh my God, my nose is so stuffy. Am I on the right live? I think so. Well, then I can't see you guys. Yeah, I'm definitely on the right live. Okay. I bet you. Let me look one more time. Let me try one more thing. It's very possible. Okay, here it is. I knew I would find it. So I want you guys to see this. Sometimes you guys, if you go under a comment section and like you see that the number of comments isn't matching what you're seeing, like there's like 100 comments and you're only seeing like 5, go to newest first. It'll refresh it and it'll bring up comments for some reason. I don't know why it does that because it's the dumbest thing in the world, but it does. It does. All right, so check this out. This is a comment that was just left for me by a flying monkey who's been on the attack for a while now. She's in every chat, just nasty things, saying nasty things about people's looks, their kids, their marriages, like all sorts of crazy shit. She's And mind you, I mean, nobody did anything to this person. She's simply just upset because we left a group, and and I have an issue with somebody else. Well, she's upset with me because of a wrench, a fucking cartoon wrench. This is what this girl's upset about, and so bent over. But with everybody else, I don't know what her problem is. Like, I can understand if she's upset that happened, but I didn't just take her wrench. I actually had a conversation with her about it and was kind enough to give her an explanation, a nice one, I think. But anyway, listen to this shit. And this is just like, no, I was fucking livid before when I read this, and you guys will see why. So it says, by the way, just to let you know, if my abuser finds me because you allowed a dox of him in your chat with a reference to me the other day, I will make sure my children hold you accountable. I can't believe you are causing so much hateful content and potential dangerous things to be put out there for others. You need to stop. I was nearly murdered, for fuck's sakes. This real life crap over YouTube with people who you have never met is so very long on every level. Meanwhile, here she is involved in it. Okay. And always involved in it. So she says going back and forth with someone online is one thing, but doxes and real lifers are dangerous, especially, but she wrote especially, X-E-X, it's especially. In my case, I barely escaped with my life. And you absolutely know that. I felt like I was talking to Tiffany because she always used to do that to me. She'd be like, and you know this, and you know that. Over here is sitting here blaming me. Dude, one thing I fucking find disgusting on here, Corey did it, and this fucking asshole's doing it. Do not fucking throw your abusive situation in anybody's fucking face, okay? I didn't even know you were fucking abused, even though you're telling me I did know that. I didn't know. Could you have told me at some point? Yes, you could have. Do you know how many people I talked to on here? Do you think I can remember every fucking story that every single person told me? It's impossible. I even forget stories that my friends tell me sometimes because it's just, I talk to a lot of people. So, if that happened to you, that's terrible. What the fuck does that have to do with YouTube? So that's my first problem. The second problem is she's saying I let this dox happen. How the fuck would I know what this woman's abuser's name is? Like, she lives in a totally different country, on a different continent than me, right? How the fuck would I know what her abuser's name is? How would I obtain that information? She never fucking told me. So I'm going to be held responsible. I mean, like, how would I know if he's being doxxed in my chat if I don't know the name? So I asked all my mods, and pretty much everybody I spoke to said that they didn't see anything like that. And no reference to her even, okay, let alone the docs. I mean, but none of us would have known the docs because nobody knows what this person's name is. So she's putting that out there. So this is all part of gaslighting, and this is what these people do for the fucking mean, fucking narcissist. They come down, and I'm just using the term narcissist because, well, probably because it's true, but also because it could be anybody. It could be any manipulative personality type interchangeably. Okay, I'm not diagnosing anybody, but I'm just using that word because it's a lot easier. So, because other people who are manipulators have flying monkeys, and they're not necessarily narcissists. Some people could just be highly manipulative people, whatever. There's all different types out there, but I'm just, trying to save myself some words here, I guess. So, all right, so that's ridiculous. Here's the other problem that I have. Not only would I not know this person's name, she says that it happened the other day, right? She says you allowed a dox of him in your chat with a reference to me the other day. Okay, so I don't know if she's talking about this live that she's commenting over or the other one, the last one, which was a couple of days prior to this. And she came in my chat that day. So if you came in the chat and you saw this dox, why didn't you say anything in the chat? Why are you waiting days later to say this? Laura's been live fucking 945 times since then, and you're telling me she hasn't said a fucking word about it? Come on. So all this shit is meant to do exactly what it says in the thing that I showed you guys in the beginning. It's fucking meant to get me on edge, make me look crazy, spreading misinformation, trying to smear me, and all this other bullshit. So I'm going to have to call out Zero Filter Jules and Capone as being the two worst at this, okay? Because they're going around, they're spreading false shit, they're twisting things. Capone did it too. I'm going to show you guys that one, even though I read it on Steph's. But I think it's important to show you guys this, because what happens then is that they take this wrong information and they take it to Laura, and she starts fucking bugging out. And you guys are actually doing her a disservice, because I don't give a shit what Laura says about me. But you guys are, if that's your friend, don't you want to give her the right information? I can't tell you how many times, even when I was friends with Laura, that Capone would bring something to her and she would tell me, and I'd be like, no, that's not really how it went down, Laura. That's not really how it goes. Okay, Capone has Capone's I'm gonna put Capone in the same category as the Republican Ash. Okay, he's I don't know if he's talked about this publicly, so I don't want to like out his medical information or anything like that, because it's not my place. But I'll just put it like this: what the type of person that he is, okay? He takes things very literally. Very literally. So if he reads something in a chat, because of what he has, he can't fucking decipher if it's sarcastic, if it's metaphorical, if it's whatever, all the time. Okay. And it's clear because he will twist things in his mind and then go back and tell Laura the wrong information, or he'll make it more than what it is, because I don't think he's understanding the metaphor or how the person's saying it. You know what I'm saying? The tone, the context, whatever you want to call it. And he does it all the time. So, he's going back to her with this fucking twisted information, and then she's freaking out, going live, starting to threaten people, which is just going to keep this shit going, getting her in worse and worse trouble. I mean, what kind of friends are those? What kind of friends are those that want to sit there and fucking twist things and get them all fucking sorts of wrong, and, make you freak out and then make it worse for you when other people are coming after you? Like, they're part of the reason people are so angry with you, because they're going around and twisting your words, our words, and things that happened, and then you're reacting to them, and we're thinking it's you. Most people are thinking it's you who's twisting it, which it probably is a little bit too. But Laura definitely gets a lot of things wrong. Even when I was friends with her, she used to go live sometimes, and I'd be like, oh my God. She'd ask me something, I'd tell her, I'd explain it in like full detail to her. She would go live and get almost every fucking thing I said wrong. And I'd have to sit in her chat trying to correct her. It's frustrating. So it is a little bit her, but it's a lot him too. It's a lot Capone. It's a lot Zero Filter Jules. I showed this thread before. Hold on. Oh my God, this is so annoying. My nose. I tried everything except the neti pot. So let me go down a little bit more. I read this on Steph's panel earlier today, but this thread is out of control. It's fucking out of control. Okay, here's the other thing I want to say. You know what? I'll wait until I get there. All right. Ballet Babe leaves a comment on my thing. She says, sorry I missed you, but I work in the mornings. Think about this. How does someone that got fired with 3 kids, that gets no alimony, have the money to go on vacations, get elective surgery, get hair extensions, etc.? I am telling you, she is doing something illegal, or she is lying about alimony, which I think she meant child support, because alimony is only what's paid to the wife. In a lot of, I don't know, a lot of people don't even do that anymore. Anyway, because a lot of women work. So it says she also only was working part-time, and she put a question mark. So I don't know if she was, asking that or what. She says, this surgery will flop, mark my word. The thing is, you are a very pretty lady, and she is not. Your teeth aren't even noticeable. Thank you for being kind, Ballet Babe, but they're very noticeable. But thank you for being kind. Apparently they're very noticeable because people comment on it all the time. She is a pathetic excuse of a human being. Okay. Now we know these two people have a history of, fighting with one another. So Bold and Brass says, after collecting money for her lockdown lawyer and purchasing her second car, she stated on a live she had received a $9,000 tax return, right? Okay, I didn't read any of this. I'm just, because I comment below, but when I commented, it was only in reply to her comment at the top. When you go to YouTube in your app and you go to reply to something, it only shows you the comment and then your reply. You have to put the little drop down thing to read the rest of the reply. So I just replied to her original comment. Okay, just keep that in mind as we go through this. So Detective B writes back, who's Ballet Babe. Think about this. She claims $4,000 for surgery, $500 for flight, just got back from one of her several vacations, $900 on hair extensions, bought 2 cars. Best yet, she lives paycheck to paycheck. How dumb are people giving this scammer money? Okay, then Pugs comes in and says she did not get a $9,000 tax return. She did not make enough money to be paid all of that in, or whatever. I don't know what that's supposed to say. So she says what she got was stimulus money. She wrote stim money and a tax return. If her ex-boyfriends are behind in child support, she got their stimulus checks also. Stimulation. Oh, geez. All right. So then Jennifer Lynn comes in. Well, I'm a single mother of 2 teens and have a monthly grocery bill of at least $600. She doesn't have to spend anything on food. Okay. Right. Meaning that she's on assistance. She gets assistance from the government for food. Okay. So Ballet Babe comes back. Laura needs money for Laura. She is a scammer, liar, troublemaker, etc. Period. Does any of this sound like we're talking about going real life? Anybody yet? Okay. So then the next thing is her saying exactly. She's agreeing with Jennifer Lynn. Then she said, let's add that she claims to have put $2,000 into her business. She is doing something illegal and I'm going to find out. Okay. Now, again, I didn't see this and we don't know what she means by she's doing something illegal. Okay. She could be selling drugs. It could mean something like that. I don't know what she was saying there. But again, I didn't read this when I replied to her. So Jennifer Lynn says, I'm sure she got a shit ton of a tax return and she is eligible for child tax credit too. I guarantee tax return was over $5,000. Ballet Babe says possibly, but if you add up all she spent on different things, it's not adding up. And then Jennifer Lynn says, we should demand to see her tax returns with a fucking, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 laughing faces after it. So clearly she was fucking joking. Okay. And clearly, do I think Ballet Babe is really going to fucking, be able to find out if Laura's doing something illegal? No, she's not. So obviously she's joking too. Okay. We're just saying it to fucking piss Laura off. So she says, I agree, LOL. And then Bold and Brass comes back. I'm sorry, Bold Ass Brass. Oh shit, I never even realized that was Bold Ass. So she says, she said 9 on her live. Pugs comes back in. She says she can have all the money she wants. Will it make her happy, healthy, in shape, smart? Nope. It just brings instant gratification. I can't fucking read tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then Pug says again, no, it's a rental, she said. Her husband of convenience, not sure what that is, lives far away, whatever, across the country from her. Far away from her, across the country. And then Ballet Babe says, very true. She will never be as slim as she thinks she will be. Sad life. Money is the root of all evil. Great comment, Pugs. Okay, so they moved on from the whole, like, I'm going to investigate her, they whatever the fuck. They moved on from that. So obviously it wasn't a fucking very serious thing. Okay? So Ballet Babe writes, Laura, hell no, she doesn't live with her husband. They are married, but they are not. She rents that house. She owns nothing. At the age of 50, to own nothing is sad. And then she writes back to Bold Ass Breast, oh, I don't know them. Makeup mobster. Makeup might know. I never heard that said before. And she often talks of her landlord and hubby. What? I don't know what she's answering here. I'm a little confused on this. Lives across the country, nowhere near her. They only married in name only. I have seen her chasing after many men over the years. Okay, so then here's me. And again, didn't read any of that. I just responded to her one comment at the top. I said, could you email me? Ballet Babe, can you email me? This is what set these motherfuckers off, okay? Me saying, can you email me? Had nothing, for all they know, I could have been asking her a question about fucking ballet. Like, I'm sorry, I can't see the chat right now while I'm talking, so don't mind me. Okay, I couldn't see, I can't, like, it's fucking insane to me. It's insane. So I wanted to explain to her that she's got like alimony and child support. Laura says she doesn't get child support. Alimony is a totally different thing. And I didn't want to put in the comments for the same reason, because I was like, as soon as I put that in the comments, people or something about child support, they're going to be like, oh, make up let's go real life, because they have to blow everything up. So I said, I'll just tell her what I have to say privately. I wasn't fucking like that. It's fucking insane to me. First of all, I have emailed with Ballet Babe I can't even tell you how many fucking times in the past. So it's not like an out of the ordinary thing to do. Obviously, I didn't talk to her while I was friendly with Laura, but so, okay. So now she says, give me a minute, just did. So here comes Capone. Here comes Capone with his fucking twisty McTwisty bullshit. Okay. Make a mobster. How lower can you think yourself going? First, oh my God, it's so hard to read. How lower can you think yourself going real life with Ballet Babe's help? What? Dude, what the fuck are you even talking about? How am I going real life? I am not. I didn't say I was going to investigate anything. I didn't say that. I have nothing to do with that. I didn't even respond to that. All I said was fucking email me. That's it. Had nothing to do with anything. Like, it's just fucking crazy. So that's because I asked a person, another human being, to email me. I'm going real life on somebody? Like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's fucked. He's fucked. I feel bad, like, I do, because I'm like, this guy just, he don't get it, man. He don't fucking get it. So Ballet Babe writes back, do you ever sleep, to Capone? She says, who went real life ass? You are pathetic, Capone. What I do is my business, and I have never spoke to anyone about real life stuff. People do talk about other things. Now, not for nothing, even if Ballet Babe was going to look up Laura's information, okay, isn't that what Laura does? Doesn't Laura say, well, I'll fucking look up anybody's information I fucking want. I don't fucking care. I'm going to look up anybody's. If somebody's talking shit about me, I'm going to look them up. But now when Ballet Babe says something, she's going to find out. She didn't even say she was going to look her up. She just said she's going to find out. She could find out in a variety of ways. She could talk to people that are friends with Laura on here. I mean, there's a variety of ways she could find out. But he's like, how is that me going real life, though? I didn't even fucking read the comment at this point in time. I didn't read their comments, until after I saw his comment, because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Now I have to go back and read the rest of it. And I'm like, oh my God. And I think I even said it in here to her that, because I said to email me. So she says, do you ever, I'm sorry, you are pathetic, Capone. I think I read this thing. Okay. So he writes back to her, you're literally trying to count her money for things that literally have nothing to do with you. And you're calling me obsessed. Okay, Sherlock. Doesn't Laura sit there and count everybody's money? She sure as fuck does. She counted Diane's money, right? Sitting there adding it up and fucking way off with her fucking, estimates. But that's besides the point. So she says, what I do is none of your business. Remember, your leader started all of this with me. I will respond to you no more, Mr. Weasel. I like men, not wieners like you are. So I write back to him, unknown Capone, go fetch your cottonmouth queen a glass of water for her liquid diet. No one is going real life. So this is what he writes back to me. Now, he's been learning a lot in the Laura School of Gaslighting and fucking twisting things. He says, make a mobster live. You literally have Ballet Babe and others here admitting to looking into her real life, but keep gaslighting me. You seem to gaslight a lot. Where do you guys see anybody saying that they did look up? I see somebody saying, I'm going to look into it, but I didn't see anybody saying that they actually did it. So he's twisting everything. And again, he's got this, thing that, and it's not his fault. It's a condition that, he doesn't process information, I guess, the same way we do. I don't know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really am. I'm giving him a scapegoat, which I shouldn't do. I should just make him take responsibility, because at the end of the day, he's a fucking grown-ass man, right? And he shouldn't be sitting here just like all the other fucking guys that are sitting here constantly with their fucking noses in the middle of women's drama. It's like, I just don't get it. But this guy, he misinterprets things. Then he goes to Laura, tells her, oh, they're going real life. Make a monster and Ballet Babe and Jennifer Lynn. And all Laura hears is trigger, 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 because she fucking gets triggered by all three of us, right? So, of course she's going to fucking blow up and say shit. And I almost, in this case, can't blame her, but he's giving her the wrong information. Then she outs him. Somebody sent me a screenshot on this, because I didn't watch her fucking live, but I got a screenshot from somebody before. She posted for, I guess it was my comment section. she posted it on her live, and you can see that he's the one who took the screenshot, you know? So he's going back and reporting back to her, just like flying monkeys do, and they're and giving her completely false information. He's over here bullying everybody, insulting everybody. I didn't do anything to Capone. I don't bother Capone. Anytime I've had words with him, it's because he's come in here and said some fucking totally off the wall, stupid shit and accused me of shit that wasn't even happening. So I have to correct him. And then he disappears like a little bitch boy when you try to confront him. It's like fucking unbelievable. So, all right. I wrote back. I said, ballet babe, I even knew it. I knew it. Look, I wrote this. This is before Laura even fucking talked about it today. I already knew what was going to happen because these people forget. I was friends with Laura and I know how her whole little fucking behind the scenes operation works with the who gives her what, you know, who she relies on for information. I know it all. So I said to her, I told you to email. Must mean we are going real life. See how these people think? That's what that, and I should have said that's because that's what they do. Because that guilty conscience, and you'll see Tremley brings this up later on in the thread, that guilty conscience is making you think that everybody else is out to get you, okay? And doing shady shit to you behind the scenes. But me telling somebody to fucking email me isn't going real life, especially when you have no idea what the fuck I was emailing her about. But this motherfucker comes in here, twists shit in his brain, and then fucking goes to Laura in a fucking panic and tells her, they're going real life on you. And then she fires up a fucking live and starts saying dumb shit. And she just gets herself in more and more and more trouble. And then she wonders why everybody's talking about her. These motherfuckers are the main contributors, and that's why I don't even care about Laura. Take her out of the equation. Whoever they would be going back to doesn't matter. They're the fucking trouble. They're the ones who are fucking making things worse. They're shit stirrers, flying monkeys. Okay, that's what they do. That's their job, and they're not even getting fucking paid for it. Dude, if I was gonna dedicate this much time to somebody and like fighting with strangers on the internet and like having everybody on YouTube think I'm an asshole and I'm a fucking flying monkey, I'd want to get paid for that shit. But no, these idiots are paying her. They're paying her and then they're doing all her dirty work. What the fuck do these people get out of this? That's what I want to know. What do you get out of this? Nothing. You really need to sit there and question yourself what you get out of this situation. What does Laura do for you? And what do you get out of the situation besides a fucking headache? Because I remember when I was friends with her and I had to defend her all the time, I got tired of having to do that. That's why we're not fucking friends anymore. Because you can only defend somebody who's fucking blatantly wrong all the time so much. And then you just got to move on. Okay. So, all right. He writes back. I'm sorry. I wrote back. I said, Capone, look up what gaslighting is. You have no idea what it is. What did she look up exactly? Please let me know. Okay. And he doesn't answer that. You guys will see. He doesn't answer. Because he's saying she admitted to looking something up. So I asked him, what did she look up? And he can't even answer it. He tries to change the subject. He's very good at deflection. So Bally Babe says, I did email you. Did you get it? Okay, so I didn't even answer her email at this point. I told her to email me, so I had her email address because I don't know if she's changed it since the last time I've spoken to her. And so I hadn't even answered it at this point. Okay. So then, and let me see, hold on. When did I tell her to email me? To the point Capone came in the chat. Hold on. All right, it says it was a day ago, and these comments were 12 hours ago, and I still hadn't emailed her. I didn't email her until I think this afternoon. I didn't write back to her. No, it was so important, but I didn't write back to her. All right, so anyway, sorry if I can't see the chat. Let me just peek in and make sure everybody's still in there. Okay. Sorry, I can't see the chat. I'm on my laptop and it's so small that I can't keep the chat window open with my other window. All right. So, okay. She goes, MM, I got an MM. I will write back later. I'm at work. Thanks. Okay. And really, I'll tell you guys exactly what I told her because, Laura says that she doesn't get any child support from her baby daddies, but I honestly don't believe that because I know at least one of them is on the books, is in the same union that my husband is in. Okay. Because you could get away and say you don't have a job if you're getting paid off the books. That's how you could get away with not paying child support. If you have a job on the books with a union, you're not getting away with that shit. So she told me, and I believe she said it on live too, so that he will lose his license if he doesn't pay child support. Okay. But in order for that to happen, and in order for that to be a consequence, she would have had to put in a court order at some point in time with an attorney or a legal, if you can't afford attorney, most states have like these legal, what do you call it? I can't think of the name, like agencies, legal agencies that'll help you for free. Okay. But somebody has to put a motion or an order into the court. Okay. So like if they're not paying her, she has to take responsibility in that too, because she should be pursuing them then. If there's an agreement for fucking custody and for one parent to pay the other for child support, they're in if they don't pay, they're in contempt of court. You know what I'm saying? They're not following the rules. So it's your job then to report them to the court and say, you know what, this person hasn't paid. I need my money. They could face jail time. I mean, there's tons of different consequences, but you have to put in a court order for that. So for me to believe that she doesn't get paid, I just don't believe it unless this guy enjoys losing his license. I don't know. But at the same time, she does nothing to pursue it if that's the case. I just think she wants people to think she doesn't get shit, because it adds to her fucking poor me single mom story. But that's besides the point. It's just my opinion. Okay. So Capone, all right, Tremley comes in with her truth. She says, Capone, who had to look any of this up, she admitted it in her own lives. These are clips out. I'm sorry, there are clips out there. Do you know how many people have been caught frauding the system by admitting it on their public platforms? Look into it. No one went real life here but Laura. Stop letting Laura gaslight you. No one's stalking her either. It's YouTube. Yeah, it's a public platform. Okay. If anybody's stalking, it's her fucking flying monkeys. Cause like no matter where you go, no matter what chat you're in, no matter what fucking panel you're on, they're reporting everything to her. She don't watch anything. She doesn't have to because she has all these fucking people doing it for her. So 24 hours a day. I mean, these Capone don't miss a fucking beat, dude. Capone will remember. I'll be like, you could be like, Capone, what happened with Laura and fucking Tiffany on July 26th of 2017? And he'll know the fucking answer. It's fucking insane. So anyway, no one's stalking her. It's YouTube. It's Laura who believes she's above the law and too stupid to realize what comes out of her own mouth. Calling on Christina is going real life. She also said MGL contacted her sister-in-law, not the other way around. Why don't you cam up? Why is she trying to say that my sister-in-law? I don't even call her my sister-in-law. My brother's wife contacted her. Yeah, no. And I don't know why call Christina. Like, dude, if you want to deal with that fucking psychopath, Laura, good luck. That actually, you know what, Laura, please do. Maybe she'll fall in love with you and start fucking making videos about you. You know what? Please contact her. Okay, like, what is that gonna do? Contacting an idiot who doesn't even fucking know me, who's just making up these crazy fucking tinfoil hat conspiracies about my life? What good is that gonna do you? That girl don't have any fucking legit information on me. She only has what she could get off the fucking internet. All right, so anyway, hold on a second. I left my spot. All right, so Tremley comes back. She says, hey, Capone, take this screenshot. If I have to get an employee of the state up on a live to explain how illegal it is to fraud the state, I will. Every time Laura lies on someone here, I'm going back at her with the truth. Every time. She wants to start taking channels down. Trust me, hers will be removed permanently for false flagging. You don't know who works for what and who knows who here. You can either go be a friend and tell her to stop lying on people, or you could keep ruling her up. I think she meant to say riling her up. So you have something to do, your choice. Ballet Babe says, thank you to Tremley. Tremley comes back. If MM's family gets dragged into this, I will hand deliver Laura's videos to her brother's precinct. Let him decide who's bullying and harassing who. I've lived in my precinct my whole life. You and Christina are completely different. No comparison to what she did to MM. Laura posted a comment from Lizzie Python, so I don't know who She's kidding when she says MM shouldn't allow yours. He writes back, Laura uses other people's identities to get into Patreons. Do tell. Like, so what does that have to do with anything? See what he's doing? He's deflecting. He had no argument. He has no argument for any of this shit. So instead of addressing the valid points that Tremley's bringing up, he now just starts to deflect. And so he brings up something else to cause confusion. And I have to say, he's really paying attention to what Laura does and he's learning. He's learning. Okay. You're a good little student, Capone. So he says, all right. Ms. Tremley writes back, this is the best. This is the best you got. Thank you for showing everyone the only thing Laura has to work with. Laura is lying today. Let's deal with that. Okay. Bally Babe says she can't hurt me. Nothing was said wrong here. And no one went real life. She had 2 lives trying to dox me, but that is okay. That is why my lawyer is recording all of her lives. She is only hurting herself. She has nothing on me or MM. She just can't handle that. We talk jealous, which I agree with. She thinks she knows all about me and she knows nothing. I am married to a detective and my brother-in-law is a lawyer. Hold on. Capone. I didn't even see all this. Capone is the one shooting everything, screen shooting everything. I guess he don't work either. Yeah, when she's telling everybody else to get a job, and then like this guy's spending his whole life screenshotting shit, she don't say nothing about it because it's benefiting her. All right, so he says, wasn't that after you said you contacted her insurance company? Stop acting like an innocent victim, seriously. What the? I don't even know what he's talking about there. What insurance company, dude? Well, what the fuck is he? Can anybody help me out? What is he talking about with an insurance company? Did she ever say she contacted Laura's fucking insurance company? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Never heard that. All right. So then Tremley, stop acting like an innocent victim. Seriously. Did she say that? No, he's just deflecting and fucking doing exactly what Laura does. So Tremley puts all the laughing faces. She was accused of being a stalker. I haven't seen her around in months. Laura said she made 60 videos about her when it was only 3 or 4. Laura is a mess and you make her look even worse. Then she says, look up Adderall and how paranoid it makes you. You start thinking everyone's out to get you, stalking you and wishing you were dead. Which is exactly what's going on, even though there's evidence in writing to prove that it's completely untrue. Someone who says it anyway is a diagnosable. So now here I come, and I only, again, just read his first comment to me. All right, that's the only thing I'm replying to here. I didn't even read the rest of the thread at this, like in between. Yeah, so I said, Capone, you're a little shit stirrer. Now I'm being threatened. I'm telling you right now, if anything happens to my family, I will hold. Right, can you guys hear me? I don't know, my internet connection just like, I don't know. I hear a truck, fucking like a generator running right now, so I'm wondering if they're doing something with the cable. So bear with me for a second because I'm on my phone. No sound? Hold on. All right. I turned my Bluetooth off, so. All right, good. All right, so I'm just gonna have to read this because until my internet connection returns, um, what I just did the Lord noise. So she was being accused of a stalker. I'm trying to figure out where it just was. Okay, so he says maybe that's because you didn't see, shit. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the reason I said I want to hold Capone responsible was because he's the one going back to Laura and he's fucking giving her the wrong information. And then she's going live and going, fucking you can't complain if something happens real life on you. Like trying to fucking threaten me and shit. Like, if someone goes real life on you, then you can't complain about it. You know, like as if I'm going real life. So she's going to go along with this bullshit that he's telling her. He's twisting things, bringing her false information. And now I'm going to have to fucking suffer. Somebody's going to come to my fucking house. Go ahead, try it. All due on his fucking stupidity that he can't comprehend what things mean. Laura, stop fucking taking information from this guy. Please do yourself a favor because he gets it wrong more than Marsha White Sharkey does. Okay? Do yourself a fucking huge favor. So he writes back to Tremley and he goes, maybe that's because you didn't see her Detective Babe backup channel where she was putting all that stuff and constantly dirty deleting. Now that's funny because I found her channel once and there was a lot of videos on there. So she deleted them and she must have been making a shit ton of videos because there was a lot of videos and the channel was relatively new. Hey Carly, I'm good. Hope you're well too. Okay, so hold on. So I said, nope, Capone don't have a job. He spends his whole life screen shooting things for that train wreck. He writes, make a mobster. Nothing I said had anything to do with your family. Here's a perfect example. Do you see how he takes things wrong and out of context? I didn't say that. I never said that he said it. I said, I'm going to hold you responsible. But his brain can't figure out why. He can't figure out, oh, maybe it's because I'm the one fucking going to Laura and she's threatening her now, going on lives. He can't figure that out. So his brain, that's the way it works, thinks that it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So stop putting words into my mouth. He tells me, so stop putting words into my mouth and take responsibility for your own actions. Okay. Tremley comes back, right Capone. Laura put it out on her live and it was like nothing like what she was trying to make it out to be. Wake up, Capone. And then she says, I thought no one was allowed to bring up things from the past. You're a joke, and Laura is playing you and herself. Her own psych degree should have taught her so. By the way, the child support receipt she posted was bullshit too. She could have typed that herself. People talk about her because she lies. The end. I didn't even know she fucking posted a receipt. That's interesting. Laura's like the cheating spouse who accuses the other one of cheating because of the guilty conscience and paranoia that's eating her up from the inside out. They always do get caught, don't they? Ballet Babe says to me, sad life. I just got home. Her live was a joke this morning. She is the one that has her minions stalking us and name calling. She's doing to you is harassment. I think she meant to say what she's doing to you is harassment. Make sure you keep copies of that stuff. Tremley writes back, and Laura, I don't need to degrade your looks. I have enough on you to call out your lies. I don't even need to go there. Now here comes Zero Filter Jules. Okay, the other fucking, because Capone was like, he probably went back into the Discord and was like complaining like a little bitch. And then he's like, hey, ladies, I can't take on these two women by myself. I need backup. So here comes fucking Zero Filter Jules to the rescue. Da 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 da. Whatever the fuck Mercy's always fucking make that stupid noise. That's Zero Filter Jules' noise too now. She gave it to Zero Filter Jules, okay? So she goes, Ballet Babe, do you ever get therapy? This is typical gaslighting right here. I just want people to understand this, okay? Do you ever get therapy for your inner anger? Don't go at Capone for spitting facts about people going real life. Dude, Capone spit nothing but fucking bullshit, okay? He spit the corn out of Laura's poop. That's about it, okay? So So Tremley says, I'm sorry for having to address Laura here, but she proved to the community yesterday who the coward was. I have no problem saying everything to her face while she hides behind a community post, deleting the truth from her own comment section. I got nothing to hide, Laura. Okay, so then Ballet Babe says, don't tell me what to do either. I will go after Wiener Capone all I want. He is a troublemaker. Capone needs the counseling along with you. Okay. So Zero Filter Jules comes back in. She says, no, the love of money is the root of all evil. If you're going to quote something, get it right. I'm pretty sure it's money. Money is what it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Okay. So then she comes back to me now with some real fucking bullshit. Name me one time Capone has done that. I don't even know what she's talking about here. I'll wait. He was fine as your mod until you walked away from a friend, but now he's putting you in danger. Shut the fuck up. But Capone and Laura and what the fuck, dude? But Capone and Laura and I suspect the rest of us are real lifers, huh? So weird because like nobody's accusing them of that, but they're like fucking. Like, why? What do you got, a guilty conscience or something? Why are you even bringing that up? Nobody's accused you of any of this. Do you guys see the fucking blatant gaslighting that's coming from these two people? Or is it just me? It's like so blaringly obvious. It's not even funny. So she goes, you literally have two here in your comment section and another threatening to go real life. Nobody's threatening to go real life. If she's talking about Laura, then yeah. Enough is enough, You seriously need, ready? This is the huge gaslighting, okay? This is where the major gaslighting comes in. Enough is enough. You seriously need some psychological help. You have turned into this evil, vindictive. Hold on a second. This is the fucking pot calling the kettle black here. Hold on a second. This girl needs it badly. Person in literally a few months. You absolutely know Capone doesn't go real life, so don't say that. That's what they do. Okay, I just read this whole entire fucking thing to you guys. Did I say any of that? Did I say Capone went real life? Nope. Did I say, did anybody say they were going real life? Nope. All fucking twisted. Twisted. And these people are doing Laura's fucking dirty work because Laura don't have the balls to come into my fucking comment section and defend herself. That's why these people are there. Because Laura's going to go and they show her the screenshot. So she's like, fuck her, blah, 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 blah. And she's going to go off and get them all fucking riled up. And then they come after you. It happens. I've seen it happen. I've been part of it. I know how it works over there, dude. Okay? It's fucking sick, dude. Sick. These motherfuckers coming in here trying to gaslight people in the chat. Not even just me. Tremley, everybody. Okay, so she says, Zero Filter Jules. Now listen, when nothing else works, what do? Look in the mirror. We saw the mess yesterday, LOL. So she's going to insult Tremley's looks because she has no argument, nothing intelligent to add to the conversation. Can't answer any of the questions that me and Tremley have posed to them. Neither one of them can. They can't. So they go after your looks. This is classic deflection, all part of gaslighting. Okay. Fucking, yeah, I'm going to fucking, it's this, it's that. There's just always pointing the finger away. Take the attention off of them and Laura. It's all on us, right? So now it's on our looks. This is what you have to do. Then she writes back to Ballet Babe. If you knew anything about me, sweetheart, you would know that I was in therapy years ago for a very serious incident. Therefore, I can see the signs of others. This is hilarious. You guys ready for this? Hold on. I hope you're all sitting down. Get your fucking chairs out because this is hilarious. She says, I was in therapy years ago for a very serious incident. Therefore, I can see the signs of others in need of help that I did. So this bitch, just because she was in therapy, she got a fucking psychology degree and can now diagnose and tell when people need therapy or not, just from her being in therapy. But she can't see that Laura is probably one of the people that needs it the most. That she don't see. She don't fucking see that at all. It's all us, right? You really got to ask yourself in a situation like this, is it her or is it everybody else? Because what's the chances of it really being everybody else versus just one person who's an asshole? I mean, anyway, all right. So Tremley writes back, poor Laura trying to quit smoking and her two biggest trolls are triggering her all day. I'm so glad you keep at it about looks. That's not what I went up for. Laura's desperately predictable and it shows. Keep going. Laura can cry to leave her alone again, that she's being bullied by her own truth. You can't make this up. Okay, then Low Lightly jumps in, and this was a whole nother fucking issue. Okay, with more gaslighting, kind of. Because, all right, you guys tell me how you would take this, okay? Says, hey, Zero Filter Jules, puts a heart next to it. So she likes what's going on here, clearly, with Zero Filter Jules. I also see these spats on here as hurting people, hurting others. In much need of therapy, she puts it in capital letters for self. Praying Stan the man is doing well. I don't even know who the fuck that is or what it is, but okay. Ballet B writes back, LOL to Jules. I have a great life and I'm a very happy person. I suggest you go back and get more therapy because you seriously have issues. Okay. Then Tremley says, how in the hell did Capone become a victim? Laura threatened to go real life. That's where this all started from. You make no sense. Listen to Laura's live, please. And Low Lightly, why every single one of Laura's posts has left the truth out. That's why you can't see she hasn't posted half of her comments up. She can wait, hold on. She left out, hold on a second. She can left out that she threatened to go. Oh, she left out that she threatened to go to real life today. All right. For the fucking phone sometimes adds extra words. It does it to me all the time. Hold on a second. No one could say, leave me alone and still speak and lie on the same people they're being, quote, bullied by. If she is being bullied, there wouldn't be comments from over here telling half truths. It's hilarious. Okay. Then she says back to Low Lightly, I never met a therapist who is able to see through a person's lies and spend so much time talking about it. And now she doesn't see through anything. Never heard of that before. I'm thinking it's you that needs therapy. Okay. So Low Lightly writes back, I have a therapist. Thank you, Tremley. I didn't comment to stir up crap. First of all, I'd be embarrassed, not for nothing, to tell a fucking therapist about any of this shit. Just to be honest with you. This is embarrassing. Like it is. These people fighting with people like this. Like, why am I even wasting my time? Seriously. Anyway. So she goes, so hold on. I didn't comment to stir up crap. She didn't comment to stir up crap, but she's telling people they need fucking therapy. How the fuck do you say something like that and think that it's not going to stir up crap? I mean, come on. All these people in here, I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking crazy people. So then she said, just spoke an opinion. Have a blessed night. I see Zero Filter Jules's comments. This is when somebody sent me a screenshot of him, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go to my video, and I said, you really need to log off, boo boo. When you start throwing your abuse in people's faces, it's a problem. Just like Corey, you are now on the same level of crazy she is. Congrats. Okay? Because that's exactly what Corey does. She throws her, situation up in everybody's face. Kalea says she gets child support. She said it on her live last year. How much Brad was giving her. Did she forget that? Someone clipped it. The lies in her lack of memory is insane. Just saying. Well, when you lie all the time, you have to remember those lies. What did my grandfather used to say? He used to say, lies have little legs and what was it? Lies have little legs and the long legs of the truth always catch up with the little legs of the lies. Okay. And he's so right when he says that. So I write back to Capone because I had just seen his comment. I said, I didn't do a damn thing. There's nothing to take responsibility for. You twist everything. Good job. Learn how to read and process information like a normal human. You are worse than Marsha White Sharkey, for fuck's sakes. So then I don't even know if there's anything really more after this except for, all right, hold on a second. Yeah, that's it. It's just me, Tremley, and Laura's minions disappeared, the flying monkeys. So they came in to do exactly what flying monkeys do. They came in to do exactly what flying monkeys do. They come in and they fucking disrupt, all right? They cause chaos. They fucking gaslight you. They accuse you of things that are just insane, okay? Wild accusations, all these things to stir you up and get you fucking angry, which I was before. I'll be honest with you, the one thing that really angered me, none of this shit did, was Zero Filter Jules using her abuse situation in such a disgusting fucking way against me. Like, girl, I'm not, you live in a different fucking country. I'm sorry that that happened to you. If it actually happened to you, which you're starting to make me doubt, because again, I don't feel anybody who is in a seriously abusive situation and was almost murdered would be sitting on the internet fighting with people, okay? Or would they have their picture? If they're so scared of being found, why would you put your picture on the fucking internet and be commenting all over the fucking place? You're not that hard to find on the internet, just saying. So, I mean, but like throwing it in somebody else's face because of what happened to you, that has nothing to do with YouTube or me, okay? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mega Monster Live, I didn't even know his name, so how in the world would you know his name? I don't know, girl. I don't know. You know, your guess is as good as mine. I'm like, how would I, if I saw a man's name in the chat, I see men's name in the chat all the time. We got Adam Harris. We got Ben comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't know what the fucking guy's name is, and that's just off the top of my head. But like, I don't. Are one of those his names? Because if they are, I don't fucking know that. So how in the fucking world would I know this girl's, abuser's name? Do I, like, why would I need to even know this guy's name? I didn't even know she was fucking abused. How's that? I didn't even know. I don't know. She might have told me, but again, I don't remember what people fucking say. Every little thing. I'm sorry. I just don't have that mental capacity to remember every fucking story people tell me. It's like insane. I don't know, Mercedes girl. Apparently, I allowed it. Just like Laura said that I allowed real lifers in my chat, and I allowed people to say they were going. Dude, nobody's. How am I allowing people? These are grown ass fucking women, dude. Grown ass women. I am not responsible for what anybody says except for me. That's it. That's the only person's words I'm responsible for. What other people say, I'm not responsible. If they came in and started doxing you, okay, somebody said a last name in a chat today, I erased it immediately as soon as I saw it. Okay, so, and then you're going to sit there and accuse me that I'm letting people go real life on you? Like, dude, you know that I don't do that kind of shit. So why the fuck would you even think that I would do that to you? Somebody I was friends with. Just because I talk shit about you on here and think you're a fucking asshole, that doesn't mean I want to fucking attack your family and your fucking personal life. I mean, come on, dude. But that's what Laura needs to do to discredit us, to take away our credibility. She needs to go around and telling everybody that, we're trying to go real life on her. All the things that she knows that gets people riled up on here. All the things that she knows. It's very calculated. And if you did get rid of him, they would be yelling, oh my God, how does Makeup Mobster know that? Is she Great point. Great point. Is she looking me up? You cannot win around this place. I mean, it's just fucking insanity. It's fucking insanity. Okay. So hold on. I got a couple more things because I went online and I found so many things. I was like, I don't even know which one to post. Says a narcissist knows who will assist them. When a narcissist attacks, her goal is total destruction. She will bring her target to her knees as she wants to ruin her life. She attempts to break up her target's friendships. Laura's been doing that. She tried to break up me and Purple Rain's friendships. That's exactly what she's been doing. Okay. She did break up friendships with people already, which is fine. She also wants to ruin her target's reputation. That's exactly what she's doing by saying I go fucking real life and all this other bullshit. Okay. I'm not fucking lying about her. I'm not fucking anything I've said about her is the fucking truth, man. And anybody here could go look for themselves and see for themselves. Because she fucking talks about all this shit on her live. So all we're doing is throwing her own fucking words back at her. That's it. Okay. If this all unfolds in a social setting, the ultimate aim is to drive her target away and make her feel so unwelcome that she'll leave. Sometimes these sick, sinister personalities even attempt to end someone's marriage. Right, like by spreading a rumor telling people that my husband's cheating on me. You mean like that? The workplace is where... All right, hold on. I don't want to read about the workplace. Where's the other one I found? Like, if these don't sound like her, I don't know what to say. The narcissist smear campaign is such an offensive tactic that they use to malign, discredit, and reduce their victims to inferior and damaged beings by stripping them of their power, by destroying their character and integrity. In turn, listeners ignore their very own conscience and intuition if the rumor is sufficiently shocking. This tactic also divides and conquers people by pitting them against a supposed foe. Okay, so that's exactly what's going on right now. She's triangulating between us, Zero Filter Jules, and fucking Capone. She's creating conflict between us because we were all friendly at one time, but she's got to make sure that that conflict stays there so that they don't see through her. Hold on a second. The tactic also divides and conquers people by pitting them against a supposed foe that the narcissist singles out. Victims are struck between a rock and a hard are stuck. Sorry, between a rock and a hard place. This thing's really hard to read because there's like this swirly design behind it with all different colors. So, hard place. Hold on. Victims are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and right where the narcissist wants them to be, or damned if they defend themselves, or damned if they don't. The damage leaves the victim feeling isolated, vulnerable, fearful, and traumatized. Okay? So this is what these fucking people do. And this is how they do it. Last one. A flying monkey is someone who does the abuser's bidding to inflict additional torment to the victim. Again, you could use all these terms interchangeably. Abusers, narcissists, whatever it is. It's just people who manipulate other people. Hold on. Bidding, conflict, additional torment to the victim. They come in all forms. Some are family members that go to extreme lengths to ensure the family's dirty secrets are kept inside. Some are members of society who believes one should never speak ill of one's family, especially not against one's parents. I got a lot of those in my family. And some believe the abuser's lies. They relinquish their critical thinking skills and fell for the abuser's charm, status, and power. Abuse cannot continue without the protection of flying monkeys who admonish the victim to stay quiet instead of coming to their aid. They are guilty of commissioning and aiding abuse. Okay, so that's all these people are doing is fucking enabling her. That's all. Oh, wait, one more. Sorry. In popular psychology, a flying monkey is someone who does the narcissist bidding to inflict additional torment to the narcissist victim. It might consist of spying on the victim, spreading gossip, threatening, painting the narcissist as a victim, and their target as the perpetrator. Okay, that little blurb right there is exactly what the fuck's going on. They come in, they watch us everywhere we fucking go. Every chat we're in, no matter what, our fucking words are being screenshot. We can't, dude. I was in Whiskey's chat the other night. Perfect example. Okay, I'm in Wags' chat the other night. He's playing fucking music. We're sitting there talking about fucking everything. We're talking about guitars. We're talking about music. We're talking about this. The next morning, Laura goes live. Oh, Whiskey's obsessed with me. He's doing songs and MM's in there in the chat. Of course, MM's in the chat. Dude, I'm not even, we weren't even talking about Laura. She came up like briefly, and then like for the rest of the time we were talking about fucking other shit. And you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm in a chat talking about nothing, and you're still in there fucking watching what I'm saying. Somebody's from your little fucking crew over there is still in, these lives that have nothing to do with you. I mean, then she turns around and makes it seem like the whole entire life was about her. Whiskey did nothing the whole time but fucking write poetry about her and songs about her and talk about her, which is not even close to what happened. And I don't know if his live is still up, but if it is, you could go check it out for yourself. I mean, again, the research is fucking there for people. So she's doing exactly what that is. Spying, spreading gossip. Okay. That's telling people my fucking husband cheats on me. Oh, Hummingbird fucking took credit for boots that she didn't buy. Okay. That's exactly what she's doing. Threatening. How many times did she threaten me? She threatened me, Purple Rain, fucking, she's going to call the cops on us. She's going to file reports. She's going to strike down everybody's fucking channels. How many fucking threats have we received? Okay. And then when you respond to her and you say, okay, Laura, you're going to fucking take channels down too, could play at this game, she becomes the victim. Then it's like, they're trying to take her business away from her. They're trying to take her business. They're trying to take money out of her fucking pocket and food out of her kids' mouths. This is exactly what's going on here. Okay. So then it says painting the narcissist as a victim and their target as a perpetrator. Despite this, the narcissist does not hesitate to make flying monkeys their scapegoats when and if needed. So when the time comes, and she gets into some shit, she'll blame Capone for giving her the wrong fucking information or whatever it was. She'll throw them right the fuck under the bus. It's like, it's really sick. It's a really fucking sick thing. Whiskey, is he in here, Wags? Wags, like we didn't even barely talk about her. I mean, you couldn't see the chat really because you were playing songs the other night, but it was like you weren't even fucking. We weren't even talking about her. We were talking about Saturday Night Live skits and fucking. I was talking to Dream McCulkin. We were talking about like 9/11 and the fucking wars and the 90s and how great music was and like all this cool shit, just normal everyday shit. And the next morning, because one of these fucking assholes, flying monkeys, goes into her fucking, Discord and starts, lying to her and telling her fucking the wrong information. She goes up on a live. She's like, Wogs is making songs about me. And then I go in and MM's in the chat. Like, okay, why are you watching what I'm doing, Laura? I don't know what chats you're in. I don't sit there and go, ooh, Laura's in this chat. Oh, Laura's in that chat. I don't fucking know where you go, dude, nor do I care, to be honest with you. I don't have anybody watching you in fucking chats, taking screenshots of your fucking comments. It's not to say people haven't sent me screenshots because they do, but they're not purposely going out of their way to fucking watch her. You know what I'm saying? If they see her in somewhere, yeah, maybe. Someone definitely lied to her. Yeah, 5 hour long guitar playing. It was honestly one of the best lives I've been in a really fucking long time. To be honest with you, it was there was few people in there. It wasn't like hundreds of people, but it was fun. It was nice. It was a nice small group to like talk. Everybody could fucking talk intimately. You're not missing every fucking message that people are like talking to you in, because sometimes people don't tag you. Like the chat's moving at a good pace. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, good music, can't go wrong there. Fucking bringing you back to like, better days, like for everything, our country, our lives, whatever. And this fucking asshole, these assholes are sitting in there just waiting for us to say something about Laura so that they can fucking take that one screenshot and go back to her and get their little pats on the back. Good little monkeys. Good. Here's a banana. Here's a peanut, little monkeys. But sorry, I don't know if bananas are covered by WIC, but just kidding. It was intimate, and I liked it. I liked it. Again, God save them, for they do not know what they do. Amen. Poor Capone lost his way and sense of humor and reasoning. Classic cult recovery symptom. You know what's sad to me? Like, all right, I know that there's people on here that are stuck at home for whatever reasons, whether it's they have a disability or they're taking care of somebody at home and they're just fucking bored, like a parent or something like that. And it's like, this might be some people's social lives, and I don't look down on anybody for that, because you know what, not everybody has the means to go out and go to bars, and when you're an adult, it's a lot harder to socialize and make friends, because it's like the only places you could really do that is at like a bar, or I don't even know where else. Like, where would you make friends? Maybe at the gym or some shit. I don't know. But like, it's a nice way to have some human contact with other people and talk to other people. And then you got fucking people like Capone who spend their whole fucking life, you know, he don't even go into other chats. He's owned by Laura, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when he goes in other chats, he doesn't participate, he lurks, and just so he could take screenshots. That's his whole fucking like time on here is being spent. Like, you're wasting you're wasting it then in that case, in my opinion. You could be sitting there having cool conversations with people, learning, making more friends, meeting more new people. But instead, you're squandering the opportunity to keep loyalty for what? To this person who only cares about you because you're fucking paying her and giving her information. Like, I've told him several times, stop giving her information for a week and see how well you're fucking treated. Tell whoever's paying for you to be in her fucking Discord to stop paying it for a month and see how fucking much she cares about you after that. That's what I say, Judith. Yeah, he has no identity. It's just like he's known as Laura's fucking attack dog or screenshot or minion. Well, I call him flying monkey because that's exactly what they are. You know, you fucking could literally hear the fucking theme music from The Wizard of Oz as they all come in the chat. Laura on her little fucking bike with fucking Fluffer in the fucking basket. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of here. Maybe a house will land on her. I don't fucking know. A brain is a terrible thing to waste. It sure is. Who's oh, Ellie, happy birthday. Capone has been wanting a whiskey or with Wags. I think it's time, man. I think it's time he gets one. I really do. Be like, dun, 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 Capone, you little rat bastard. I can't sing. I can't sing for shit. Maybe I'll make a rap about him. I'll freestyle over a fucking beat. Yo, 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 Capone. Didn't Capone used to have wit and humor about him? Yeah, to some degree, Rosa Mia. It just sucks, man, because it's like these people are trapped and they don't even, I don't even think they know it, you know? Because Laura's maybe more covert in her fucking narcissism. Overt in some ways, but covert in other ways. So maybe the way she manipulates these people isn't blatant like some other people do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a more subtle manipulation. Who knows? But if she keeps saying that she's not responding, she's not in the drama, she's not doing this, why aren't her friends respecting that and stop, not sending her shit anymore? Why are these people not stopping? I get it that you have no life and you're gonna fucking keep doing this because you have nothing better to do, but to worry about what I'm doing all day so you could tell Laura about it and report back to her. This way she could go up on a live and be like, huh, I don't watch I don't care about her. Well, you do care because you keep allowing these people to bring you information. If you really didn't care, tell Capone to stop fucking bringing you information. And Capone and fucking Jules, if you guys are real friends to Laura and she says she doesn't want to fucking do the drama anymore, stop sending her fucking screenshots. You know what's funny? One of my friends tonight said, you know what? I'm not going to send you screenshots anymore. Because they saw how upset it was fucking making me. How annoyed I was with this whole situation. Because the one thing that fucking, if you want to piss me off, is throw your motherfucking abuse in my face. But throw your abuse in my face. Because that shit infuriates me. Infuriates me. It's not my fault. Whatever happened to you, I'm sorry about that, but it's not my fault. And I'm not going to fucking take responsibility for it. Especially when you're putting yourself out on a fucking public platform with a picture of yourself. Fuck out of here with that shit. And now it'll be said, oh, ready? You want to see how predictable this is? We should do a wager. We should all do a wager on this. It's going to now be said that we're harassing her fucking mods and her Patreons, right? That's what's going to be put out there. That's one thing. We're harassing her mods. That's why I am calling for fucking hashtag Ghost Laura 2020. Hashtag Ghost Laura 2020. If we ghost the shit out of her, let's just look at this logically. When we talk about her, we're giving her ammunition to then use against us, right? So that she could be like, they're crazy, they're stalkers. And so she could be the victim. Because ultimately, that's the position that she wants to be in. She wants to be the victim all the time. So we're giving her ammunition every time we fucking say anything about her. She's enjoying it. She has something to talk about. We're giving her something to talk about on her channel, even though she thinks it's the other way around, but it's not. So we're giving her, some content. Ooh, and then I thoroughly believe, she even says it. She's like, oh, my haters make me relevant. She knows it. She knows that we're the only reason that she's fucking relevant. So she admits it, at least. Oh yeah, 2031 November. Good call there. Sorry. So we're kind of like, we're feeding into this chaos, this fucking web of fucking chaos that she wants to keep everybody entangled in constantly. She keeps everybody entangled in that web to some extent. Let her go do her fucking little surgery, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'll let her fucking think she's winning. She's not gonna win. And I'm not even tell you why. You want to know how to hurt her? You fucking hurt her just by ghosting her, because then nobody's gonna fucking care what she has to say. I mean, how long is she gonna be able to write out the fucking Diane bullshit? Because that shit is getting really fucking old. Right. And that's another point. Good point, Purple Rain. Because once we do that, and she's got to have somebody to have conflict with. So once we do that, who do you think she's going to turn to and start having conflicts with? And goddamn, if anybody's obsessed with anybody, she's fucking obsessed with Wendy. I mean, they were on fucking Twitch last night, right? Just so they could fucking stream Wendy's Dr. Phil episode from how many fucking decades ago? Could we move on from that? Her new vlogging channel will be the beginning of the end unless she brings in the drama. Yeah, Wags. Wags, you know she's doing this only because she works for MFW. I mean, because right away, that was the first thing she said. She's like, I'm going to vlog it. I'm going to vlog the whole thing. Because, she thinks, meanwhile, Lori, you need to brush up on your fucking vlogging skills. First of all, get a better fucking camera, because your camera sucks. You need a nice camera. Okay? I have a good vlogging camera that I never fucking use, but get a better camera. Okay? Learn how to fucking hold the camera. Like, she supposedly vlogged her trip that she just went on, and the whole time we're looking at her fucking dirty boots and like the corners of things, because she doesn't know how to fucking focus the camera on anything, or she's like moving it so fucking fast that you can't even see what's going on. So, are you gonna do roller coaster fucking vlogs for us? You really need to learn how to vlog. And since she loves to talk about how people don't cam up around here, guess what? If you want to be a vlogger, prepared to be on camera every fucking time you go on live, because that's what vloggers do. Nobody wants to watch a fucking picture of somebody on a screen when they're watching a vlog. That's not exactly a vlog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't put the camera in your purse with your fucking, food assistance papers and doxers and your fucking address, mail and shit. That's another good tip. I'm just trying to help her, man. Learn how to edit videos. I mean, didn't she take these expensive video making classes? What happened to that? She never fucking never panned out. I heard she was saying that, somebody told me today that she said that her and I were supposed to do a show together. We did talk about it at one point in time. We talked about it, and she's like, "Oh, Makeup Mobster never." I guess she said I never fucking finish anything or something like that. And I'm like, well, yeah, sometimes I fucking, that happens. Sometimes I'm just thinking out loud about things. And then, like, when I think about it more in depth later, I'm like, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Why did I say that? I mean, I do. But the other thing that somebody told me, she said, was that I'm controlling. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how you got that I'm controlling, but all right. But we were gonna do a show. We talked about it. It wasn't like a definite thing. It wasn't set up. But I was like, we should, people like us together. We should fucking do, a live, like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever together. and like pick a topic and this and that. And she was like, yeah, and then she never brought it up again either. So it's not like it's just me. Why is the responsibility on me to bring it up again? But the people in the chat, I saw a screenshot. They're like, we're not gonna watch me and Steph. Yeah, sure you're not. Sure you're not. Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you didn't miss you as chat flew by. Aw. Yeah, Black Sheep. She's not the fucking sharpest tool in the shed. She's jealous of Wendy's popularity and tries to discredit her. She's jealous that she's always has people in her life. A lot. Yeah, Humpty. I agree 100%. The other day, she went live 120. Wendy's live at the same time, 360 something. Wendy's competition for her. So, like I said, I think she's jealous of everybody on here that gets more attention. So, where the hell is your blue dress? All right, I don't even want to turn this into like a fucking criticizing her thing. My main focus tonight was just like, listen, if you're going to come in here and fucking screenshot everything that we say, okay, get the fucking context right, first of all. Okay, give her context when you go back and show it to her so that she understands what the context is of it. And give her the right information, at least, at the very fucking least. Give the right information. Don't just send over something and with a what you think it is, how you interpreted it, because that's not fair to other people. I think MGL is sick of her already. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised, Black Sheep. I really wouldn't. They didn't get along the first time around for too long. She didn't last. So, everything, this is a one-time fix to get small, and it's a very dangerous procedure. It's very scary what she's doing. After hearing MFW, it's very scary. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't. Listen, for all, I hope to God it turns out fine. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't wish harm on anybody, especially when they have kids. I don't want to see anything bad happen to her. I don't want to see that. Just like the other day when somebody approached me and said that her mom's fucking address was being used. I gave the person her, a way to contact her because they didn't know how to contact her. They tried contacting her one way and they couldn't get in touch with her. And so I gave them another way to contact her because I was like, that's not fucking fair that her mom's address is being used. Like, it's not her mom. That's not anybody's fault. So, I was kind enough to fucking give this person that information so that she could get in touch with her because that's not cool, for somebody. But then you're going to sit here and accuse me of fucking going real life on you a day later because this was literally 2 days ago when this happened. And then 2 days later, you're going to fucking accuse me of trying to go fucking real life on you. And who's her stalker, might I ask? Who the fuck is her stalker that she's referring to? Could anybody help me with that? Yo, Big Heck in the house. Big Heck. How you doing? How you doing? Big Heck, my channel's on a community guideline strike right now, so I'm on my second channel for a little bit here. It's funny. She was raving about Target's candles. It was great. Even her friends can't pretend to like those candles. Yeah. No retakes on Mod School. We're out. Oh my God, Mod School. Listen, the girl who wrote that was a very, very, very nice girl. Really nice girl. And she wrote that whole fucking thing out. And it was very nice of her. But Laura fucking lives by that thing. It's like her Bible. So, which is weird, and expects people to adhere to every fucking rule. When it's like, dude, these people are doing this shit for free. I honestly feel bad for people I give wrenches to because I'm like, I don't want these people to think that they have to spend the whole entire time in my chat, like dropping links to my PayPal, dropping links to my merch, dropping links to my fucking candle company, dropping links to my asshole. I don't know. Support Laura coming up with these fucking creative freezes, which Hummingbird, you were really, honestly, You were the best one at that. And I'm not just saying that because you're my friend. I'm saying it because it's true. You were the best one. You came up with the most creative, like, uh, help her, whatever, helping her get super chats and shit, which was also really nice of you to do. Like, that's what she don't see, man. There's no appreciation for that kind of shit. These people don't have to be doing this. They came online to fucking watch something and relax, not to sit there and, have to worry about you the whole fucking time. And then like be a representative of you when they're not in your fucking chat. What the fuck is that? Oh, Hummingbird, you represent me in my chat. You can't go anywhere else. I mean, doesn't that sound like insane? You represent my channel? No. No. I represent my channel. I represent my channel. Exactly. At the end of the day, she'll have nothing to talk about if nobody is talking about her. I just am so over the fucking shit stirring flying monkeys. That was the whole point of this tonight. It's like, it's infuriating, especially when they come in just fucking trying to throw all this crazy shit in your face that has nothing to do with anything. I mean, Zero Filter Jules, listen, I really like that girl. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know her all that well because I was just starting to get to know her, like, probably more towards the end. Her and I started talking a lot more. Um, but she seemed like a nice girl. Like, I liked her. I never thought and every single person, that's the craziest thing, because every time somebody sees one of her nasty comments, they all say the same thing. They're like, wow, I thought she was like such a nice person. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And I don't know. I don't know if there's something going on maybe in her personal life that's causing her to lash out at people who did nothing to her. I don't know. I really don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm like, maybe there's something going on in her life, or I don't know. People get really upset, and I get it. I get why. Okay, when friendships break up on YouTube, because what happens is, like, it's kind of like people that don't like change. Some people are very like, I'm kind of like one of those people myself. Like, change makes me uncomfortable. Whenever there's like a drastic change in my life, especially now after all the like huge changes I've gone through in like the last couple of years, even the most minute of changes makes me feel uneasy, because I just like, I get settled into like my comfort zone. And then when something changes, it just makes me feel nervous, and it gives me anxiety. And so maybe like the change of like the people not talking and them not knowing where to go, and whose chat to be in, maybe that stresses them out and they fucking feel betrayed by us, because the friendship didn't work out. I mean, they really shouldn't, because it's not their friendship and it's not their problem. But like, I try to give people and think a little deeper into things like that, because I don't believe these people are really that fucking upset with us, There has to be something else going on there, you know? Or I don't even think they care about Laura that much. Like, I don't know what it is. Because most of these people don't talk to her one-on-one in private. They don't know Laura one-on-one in private. They talk to her in these fucking Discord bullshit chats or whatever, their fucking mod chat or whatever it is. So they don't really know her on a personal level, but yet they're out here fucking, attacking people for her. Mercedes girl, you okay? Purple Rain, yeah, you're one of those people. Just like change makes you feel very uncomfortable. My back has been hurting really bad. We want to take Mercedes girl. Where is it hurting? Is it like your spine? I always get nervous when people say back pain, because it could be like serious shit. It could be kidneys. It could be you could have slipped a disc. It could be your lungs, your heart. So do you know what part of your back is it in? Is it like your lower back, your upper back, or just your whole entire back feels sore? Maybe like you pulled a muscle. I mean, not that I'm a doctor or anything, but none of us did a damn thing to them, period. Novemberine, like, you guys especially didn't do anything. all I did was like, I took their wrenches away, but they had to understand, dude. Like, Laura was a fucking asshole. She did some pretty fucking shitty things to me when we were friends, okay, supposedly. And I'm upset with her, you know? And then they have to understand that this is my channel. So if people want to come in and express their feelings about her, I don't need people that are also modding on her channel, because I know how Laura is. First of all, Laura will be like, block that person. Block that person. You have a wrench, block that person. You know, like she'll tell people to block people. And it's just like, I don't need, she's not controlling my fucking channel from afar. A, you know, B, I want my subscribers to be able to talk in my chat openly. C, I could see what fucking side you're on. You know, you made it kind of clear, especially like Capone. He made it very clear that he wasn't happy with me. So why would I give him and keep him as a wrench? He wasn't even coming into my chats, because I didn't take their wrenches away for at least, I want to say, a week or two after we stopped talking. And I was just like, you know, let me wait and see what happens. And then he hadn't come into my chat, neither had she really. She came in a few times in the very beginning, and then she stopped coming in. So, you know, I had a conversation with her about it, but, and then she attacked Novemberine, which that was a big, like, deciding factor for me. Nope. You're not going to attack people for no reason. So I took it, but I at least gave her the courtesy of telling her why, you know. I mean, there were several reasons why, and maybe I didn't get into every single one, but I gave her some, you know, some of the reasons, like, why. When she didn't have a wrench in here, she had other, exactly, Purple Rain. When she didn't have a wrench in here, she had her people modding for her. They used to block anyone that said anything negative about their leader, but not even that. If they said anything like positive about Wendy, they'll get blocked. You know, I went into my blocked list and I see Wendy and Ash274 in there, and I'm like, okay, I know that none of my mods blocked neither one of these people, so it had to be the Laura or Capone, because they were the only two left on my channel at that point in time. And to be honest with you, I thought it was Laura for sure, because I had seen her fucking ghost modding in my chat one night. I saw it with my own fucking eyes. She came in and there was some troll that came in with her name, and she fucking blocked it, and then she left, and then she fired up a fucking live. And then when I went in there and confronted her, oh, I wasn't in there. I don't know what you're talking about. And then when I was like, yeah, well, you want me to get the proof? Oh, well, I was in there for a minute. You know? Yeah, people are block happy. Exactly, Debbie. She blocks everybody immediately. She doesn't even let people get a fucking second sentence in. I'm sorry. Sometimes the trolls are funny and shit, you know, or entertaining at the very least, you know, like some of them are so stupid, it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them are such bad trolls that it's actually funny, you know, and it makes everybody in the chat laugh. So let them fucking come in here and talk some shit, you know? I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Plus, it helps me brush up on my fucking, you know, shit talking skills. So it's amazing you do nothing to someone you got along great with in a chat, but merely leaving that chat suddenly makes you a hater. Yeah, KB Bells. It's like a fucking chat on YouTube, man. A chat. This is the same way when I stopped talking to Tiffany. Like, Corey and Jules, who barely fucking knew her at that time, and like and myself too, they fucking like bugged. These fucking people bugged out. I mean, Corey was in my fucking DMs on Instagram, like screaming at me in fucking messages, these little voice clips. You hurt Tiffany Marie. You hurt Tiffany Marie. You know, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This has nothing to do with you. Why are you so fucking emotional about this shit? Like, why over a girl that you barely know? And look how that fucking turned out. Those two aren't fucking friends anymore. Because Corey's crying. Corey makes fun of everybody else. Corey's crying because Tiffany picked Marissa over her and Laura. And she ditched her. I suspect that she is now Katie's number Says Katie's numbers went up after surgery. Not true, but she wants the bigger numbers of views. That's what I think. Put a 1 in the chat if you're blocked by Tiffany. Well, could somebody type a 1 for me? I noticed she tagged Katie when the blow up job video was going around. What? Who the fuck is that? MSW had some words about her today. It was funny. Yeah, I heard those on Steph's panel. I was kind of happy to hear that because she was look at all the people with the ones. Dude, she probably comes in here and sees like negative people talking. She's probably like, Makeup Mobster doesn't even get people in her lives anymore. Nobody's chatting in there. And hold on a second. I forgot what I was gonna say there. Oh, Katie, that's what I was gonna say. Listen, I get it. Some people hate her, some people like her. She seems to have that same thing going for her that Laura has, that factor where it's like you either fucking love her or you fucking hate her. I don't know her, I don't watch her channel. But I mean I have before, for, like very rarely. But like I don't know, I think she's kind of funny. But I could see why people might think she's a train wreck, But I'll give her credit. Like she fucking, if she's speaking about something, she speaks the truth on some things. And she was just giving it to you pretty blunt, today about the whole surgery thing and how, she had to go through all this stuff, like jump through hoops to fucking get the surgery. And and again, people are only saying this because it's concerning, and like, Laura just doesn't seem to understand that. She's getting angry with people because they're, concerned. She was like literally yelling. That's why I wanted to watch that live. I purposely looked for it because I said I want to see how she's treating people, because I know people are gonna have fucking concerns about this, and she's gonna be screaming at all these fucking people, giving them a fucking attitude, basically telling them fuck off, you know. And then at the end, she has to do the baby voice. I just want positive vibes, you know, not negative. I used to like her, but my taste changed. She told her daughter to get bent while at the Cabbage Patch Hospital. Oh, really? I thought she doesn't say things like that to her kids. That's funny. Katie was killing me today. Said, yeah, I pretended to be her friend once, then made a ton of money off our YouTube. That's what I'm saying, Casey. That shit was fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, I can't help but laugh at that. And she's so honest about it. Made a shit ton of money. She's like, who sent me this fucking candle? This thing smells like shit. It smelled like weed and what was the other thing? Roses. That's like a weird fucking combination. But then again. I mean, but people are just expressing their concerns because, she's not seeing how, what's the word? Impulsive this decision is that she made. It's extremely impulsive decision, to just like, that's it. It's booked a week away from, now. And like, there's no turning back. You know what I'm saying? That's scary to me. Dude, listen, if somebody's fucking around with my body parts, okay, my organs, whether it's my fucking face, my nose, my whatever, I want to meet this person before they're fucking putting a knife in my fucking body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to fucking see the person. I need to check their facility out. Maybe get some like recommendations from people. Like, I need to do my research. I just can never imagine just showing up somewhere and getting surgery from a doctor that you never fucking met before. Like, I remember when I got even my C-section, when I had my son, my doctor, my OBGYN, he told me he was going to be there that night. He's like, oh yeah, I'll definitely be there because, my due date was the day I had my son, but he was delivered by emergency C-section. But, my due date was New Year's Eve, and he's like, don't worry, I'm there. I'm always there on New Year's Eve. I don't celebrate, whatever. I don't drink and all this and that. I get to the hospital, he wasn't fucking there, and I started having like a panic attack because I was like, dude, this guy told me he was going to be there, and now this other doctor who I never met before is going to be doing this. Like, it was like so nerve wracking. Mexico is not the place to go for medical procedures. Not cool. I didn't get to finish telling you guys this the other day because I kind of Tremley came up on panel, and then, you know, I wanted her to be able to have her voice because she got attacked. She doesn't have a channel. You know, the most she could do is talk from a comment section. So, you know, let her talk on my panel. Like, I told her anytime she wants to come up and talk, she's welcome, no matter what it is, you know. Same thing goes for any of you guys in the chat, or, you know, if you guys, listen, if somebody's coming after you in this community, I just want to put this out here before I get into this. If and you're a subscriber and you're not, you know, you don't have a channel, email me, hit me up, whatever it is. I don't care who it is, you know. I mean, preferably somebody that I know, because, like, I don't want people hitting me up and they got to beef with somebody who is in another community. But if somebody in this community is bothering you, or, you know, you feel like you have to defend yourself and you can't, you know, you're more than welcome to come up on my panel and defend yourself. I tell, you know, everybody that. Just let me know, you know, and I'll let you up. Um, I don't, you know, I think it's a good thing to give subscribers voices because people are sick of this shit. Anyway, so the other day I was in Wags's chat, and Wags was like, "What the fuck is a gastric sleeve?" And I was like, you know what? That's actually a really good question. Like, I don't even know what it is. Obviously, I know it's for weight loss, but, like, how do they actually do it? You know? So while I was on his live, I don't know if it was while or after, I looked it up, and, you know, I saw this video. They basically slice your stomach in half, and they take half out, and they just sew up the rest. Okay, on one side, they staple it. They staple it across first. Okay. And I don't know how I'd feel about having staples in my motherfucking body, like metal just sitting in your body. Ooh, that don't sound good. But I guess people get like metal plates and shit, whatever. So it they staple it together, and then they cut the one side off, and then it's gone. That's it. Right? So I was like, oh shit, that's scary. With Katie was saying what she got, which was bypass, they remove your stomach. That's fucking scary to me. That's so scary to me. Completely removing your stomach. Phew. But anyway, so from that video, underneath that video, there was this girl who made a video about her experience having it done here, the pros and the cons, like the things that, you know, people don't tell you or you don't think about, whatever the fuck it is, you know. So I started watching her video, and she's explaining all the shit that she had to go through to prepare just for the surgery. You know, all the different things she had to do. She had to see a nutritionist for like 6 months. She had to fucking get a psych evaluation. Um, you know, and all these things. You know, the doctors, like, did she have to take classes or something? I don't even remember. It was like this whole big laundry list of things that she had to do. So I was like, oh my God, like, she's not doing any of these things. You know what I'm saying? She's not seeing a doctor here for a gastroenterologist. She has a general practitioner. She's not going to a you know, whatever, intestinal doctor. How the fuck do you say it? I don't even know. I'm half asleep right now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, um, so then it was crazy because, like, as I'm listening to her, I look down and there's this fucking video sitting there that says, what was it? It was that. Did you guys ever see that Megan something? Fuck. God, I'm like the worst storyteller tonight. Megan, fuck. She has like a news show for, I think it's NBC. I'm pretty sure. I can't think of her name, but either way, she has, you know, they put her show on YouTube, right? I don't know if it's exclusive to the web or what, or if it's actually on TV, but either way, you know, they cover little stories, and the story was that these people went to Mexico for exactly what she's going for, and what happened to them for bypass surgery. So they explain the whole thing. I click on that video, and everybody's like, there's 3 people there. There was a girl and 2 guys. The girl was there. She got the surgery herself. The guy was there because his mom died from the surgery that she got in Mexico. And so he obviously she couldn't be there. And then I don't know if I listened to the last guy, but the first 2 people was the girl who got the surgery herself. So what happened to her was she went and got the surgery. You know, she flew down, whatever, you know, goes against the surgery, and they put you in like this recovery room, and she's bleeding like crazy, you know, and there's 2 other people in the room with her. Like, it's like a fucking factory. It's crazy. She was saying, you know, so she's like, they left her in there. She's bleeding. She would not stop bleeding. They go back in, they fix something, and then she wasn't bleeding anymore. So finally she gets to go home. She gets home and she's drinking, she's trying to follow the diet and everything that they say to do, the liquid diet, whatever, because you can't eat for a while afterwards. And she's starting to feel really, really sick. She can't fucking move. She got a fever. I don't know. She got all sorts of fucked up. Well, it ends up the doctor who did the procedure fucking cut into her spleen, and also left her stomach wide open. Didn't even fucking close it. So when she went home and she was starting to drink things like chicken broth and all this shit, it was just emptying right back into her bloodstream. And she went fucking septic and had almost died, you know? She's lucky she's here to fucking tell the story. That's why it's funny when Laura's like, what's the worst that can happen? Gee, I don't know, dude. I'll be dead. I won't know it anyway. Aren't you worried about your kids? Aren't you worried about your own body? Like, I don't know. It's very risky to do. Gastric bypass, the worst pain in the world. I'd rather have 2 root canals and give birth to twins natural, which I did on the same day, than to deal with those 2 pain than the gastric surgery pain. Nikki, did you have the gastric surgery? Oh my God, sunflower bee. That's not the real sunflower bee, is it? We're having a conversation about the surgery, dude. You have a fucking problem? Are we not allowed to talk about these things? Somebody brought it up in the chat. We're just having a conversation. Calm the fuck down. It was just scary watching these videos. I mean, could the same thing happen here? Yeah, but it's less likely because the doctors here, our medical system is so, like regulated. Doctors can't really fuck around here. And I'm not saying that they don't make mistakes. I mean, they do. They're human, just like everybody else. But I'm just like, I'm trying to imagine myself in that position, and I'd be so scared to do that. I just like, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to sleep, that's for sure. She will know it when she passes. There is life after death. Yeah, right? Who do you think she's going to come back and haunt first? I'm just kidding. Beth, that's what I'm saying. You get what you pay for. If you're going to cheap out on this because you don't want to save the money for it to get it done the right way. Oh, and by the way, I should also mention on the show where these 3 people had this, done, none of them paid as low as she says she's paying. Not even close. It was like 5,000, 6,000. So I'm like, dude, where the fuck are you paying $4,000? Unless they just, I don't know. It's just scary to me. You have no aftercare, no preoperative care. It's just a scary thought to me. God forbid something goes wrong. And I'm not even just saying to her, just anybody in general who does this. I don't know how anybody does this kind of shit. Because if you come home, God forbid something goes wrong, it's just scary. It will be pretty hot where she goes after life is over. That's funny. Was awarded a lot in the lawsuit. Now they'll be like, Capone will be in here. They're joking about Laura's death. They want her dead. That's what's going to come out of that. You know it. Watch. Just watch. I swear to God, I could think like these people. That's how fucking predictable they are. My concern for anyone going is your life insurance will not cover you nor U.S. health insurance if there's issues. Right, KB Bells, because you're basically doing, elective. It's elective surgery. Oh, I just can't imagine. She can't go back and see the doctor who did the surgery if something happens. Are you asking me or you're just saying like as a statement? MGK, I didn't hear it. I didn't listen to any of her lives. For those in the back, listen up. Nobody is calling for Laura's death. Yeah, please. I don't know why she keeps saying that. Unfortunately, like her kids need her. I would not want to see that happen to her. Like, I don't know why people think that. Even though I fucking really can't stand her right now, I think she's an asshole. And I don't want to see her fucking die. Like, I don't want to see anybody fucking have to go through that. CBD would be nice too, but I know not everyone likes it. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about CBD oil. Susie, she's getting a gastric sleeve, I think. Yeah, soldier, me too. I don't want to see anything terrible happen to her. Hey, Sally Spencer. Sure thing. I don't know what's going on. My thing's frozen. Oh shit, what's this? Oh, updated schedule. All right. I don't see anything, Sally. Don't see anything. Do you know when you emailed me? Was it like a while ago or recently? Oh, there you are. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you, Sally, on that one. I agree. Let's not even go there. Thank you for notifying me. I'm with you. I'm gonna let you lead the I'm gonna let you lead the wagon on this one. I trust your judgment. I was just sitting here tonight and I was really thinking to myself, man, I really feel bad for fucking Wendy. Like what Laura says to her, because it's like nonstop, dude. It's like fucking crazy. I mean, what prompted her to go on fucking Twitch last night and play that just so she could sit there and make fun of her fucking weight? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I was just like, was that fucking whole thing necessary? You don't like that being done to you, right? But what? So why would you do it to somebody else? I mean, but she's like non fucking stop, dude. And then she wants to sit there and say we're nonstop. Lord, you've been doing this to poor Wendy for fucking 2 years now, straight. Her and Diane. Fuck Diane, but goddamn, Mexico does have some state of the art dental and medical facility, ones that far exceed a lot of rural U.S. ones. You can't trust Mexico stats because they don't track issues like we do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, KB Bells. Like, you know, you just don't know the rules and regulations there. And like, do these people even speak English? Like the staff members? Like, I don't know. It's just the whole thing would scare me. I mean, I would definitely try fucking dieting first before that. That would be, I mean, I'd have to be disgustingly overweight to want to fucking do that. You know what I'm saying? And desperate with like no money, no insurance, fucking no hope, no way of getting out of, the situation that I'm in. But really, if it was medically necessary here, it would have been covered by, I don't, an insurance when she had it. Because remember, she looked into it back a while ago, and she, I could have sworn I remember her saying that her insurance didn't cover it, wouldn't cover it. They wouldn't approve it. So she might have still had her insurance from her job at the time. But now, forget it. When you lose your job, they give you I don't know if they do this everywhere, but they give you like this, it's called Cobra. And they give you the like option to continue paying into your health insurance at the same rate, that you were paying. But I don't know if they still do that. I just like it would I'd be scared to be shit even my age or older, in my 50s especially, to have no health insurance. That's scary because the older you get, I feel the more you need fucking health insurance. I pass out in the hallway. I was in pain for a long time, but wanted to do the meds before a procedure. What's that, Pugs? What happened? Yes, exactly. She hates that Wendy calls out the BS. Listen, and I was also thinking of this. That's what I forgot to say with Wendy. Like, I I've said this before on here, but like I definitely think that like when certain people get with each other, right? One person could bring out some of the other person's bad traits or vice versa, you know? And when I look back to their channel, Diane and Wendy, like I feel like Wendy, a lot of the hostility and anger came from the positions that Diane was constantly putting her in. Like, for instance, okay, she put fucking Corey up on panel one time, knowing that Wendy didn't want anything to do with Corey and wasn't interested because she had said it several times. Like, I have no interest in having a conversation with this girl, you know? Mm. And then sometimes, I don't know if you guys noticed this, Wendy would be like, okay, well, then I'm going to hop off the panel. And Diane would be like, no, 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 stay, stay, stay. You know, Diane would talk her into staying up there because she knew there was going to be a fucking shit show, you know? And it was like, you know, now that she's not around Diane anymore, I don't see the same behavior. I just don't. She seems a lot more calm, you know? Um, she just doesn't seem like she's as riled up all the time. I feel like a lot of that was due to the situations that she was being put in all the time and the fucking outrage because, Diane would make a big deal about things. And then, like, when somebody's like that, when you have somebody like that around you, like Tiffany, she's one of those people who makes a big fucking deal about everything. So, like, she gets you fucking riled up, because she's making such a big deal about it. You get, like, crazy too, because you're like, oh, why is this happening? So I think a lot of that was, due to the situations and the positions that she was putting in, because I've noticed personally that she's not even like the same, as she was on Diane's panel. And like for the better, she definitely like, I don't want to say changed because she's still the same person with the same values and, she still voices her opinions and stuff like, but she's just not as angry about it. She's not as aggressive about it because she's choosing her battles herself. Diane's not choosing battles for her, and there's no pressure on her, for that. If she doesn't want to fucking do something and doesn't feel comfortable with it, she doesn't do it. When somebody's forcing you into this, fucking fighting with people all the time by just bringing them up on the panel and like putting you in this position where it's like you don't want to look like an asshole leaving the panel, you're gonna get fucking hostile with people. It's only That's what I'm saying. Like, Lori's doing these things on purpose. She's just trying to get us to be hostile so that she could then turn around and be like, see how hostile they are and crazy. They're attacking me. And, you know, I do think that you could fucking bring out the worst in people. Concrete Jungle Highs person you speak of could come here for surgery. I do it. Yeah, you do it. Do you harvest any organs while you're in there? I really appreciate your perspective on things make up mobster life. You always seem to say all the things I'm thinking. Thank you, MGK. I appreciate that. All the was under attack for 6 shots and backs 3 weeks ago. My youngest, 23 years. Oh no. I'm going to pray for you. Where's Ruth Walton? I don't see her. I haven't seen her in a really long time. There she is. Hey, Ruth. I don't know if I've seen you in here in a long time. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing all right. It will be so good to see my nieces. Oh, do you guys in your guys' states, what's going on with these masks? Because I believe it's as of tomorrow. That's it. Like, if you don't want to wear a mask and you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. But if the stores, I guess it's still up to the store's discretion. I heard Target wasn't forcing people, and I don't know who else, but um, I didn't get the vaccination yet, or the vaccine or whatever. So I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Now it's like you've been wearing these fucking masks for so long. I feel like I'm gonna feel weird not wearing one. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have the vaccine, so I'm like, it's even more weird because I'm like, do I go get just fucking given and how important is it to me? to go get the vaccine. Does the mask, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm very nervous about this vaccine. It just makes me nervous. And people are like, it's safe, it's safe, it's safe. But I don't know. Do you know the long term effects? No, nobody could really say for sure what's going to happen. 5-10 years down the road from this vaccine, or what kind of problems people are going to start having. It just fucking concerns me. Polka dot Suzanne, I am not getting it. Like, first of all, for me, I feel like I'm home most of the time. I go out for hockey. Obviously, it's where I spend most of my fucking time. And then, like, food shopping, whatever. Errands, running errands. But I don't go to a workplace. I'm not dealing with the public every day for 8 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? For the very short of time I leave my house. I mean, I guess you could catch it at any time. You know what I'm saying? But my risk is down lower because I don't have as much interaction with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, outside of whatever. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Who the fuck was to Mexico during the pandemic, girl? You got me. There's a bunch of subs that run from channel to channel spreading false rumors. If creators would check out what was said before you start talking shit, it would stop this constant fighting. Well, just me. That's what this whole live was pretty much about. I mean, I don't know if it'll completely halt things, but it'll definitely stop a lot of the threats being made and all that shit, because tonight, that whatever happened today happened off of fucking completely false and twisted fucking information. And it's bullshit. Yeah, that's another thing, man. I don't know I don't know what's going on down there with their fucking COVID shit and how under control it is. I'm getting my vax on the 28th, first dose. At the end of the day, it was the Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, but Purple Rain, what if it comes out in another month or two that it's like another one? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think you're approaching herd immunity, and that's probably why they are relaxing things. Yeah. So the prom dress was more than she could afford. Yeah, Rosamia, I don't know. Well, no, she didn't say it was more than she could afford. She just said she's not paying that much for a prom dress. There's a big difference there. Why do some people enjoy causing emotional pain? I don't know, girl. Because they're disordered. Their brains are disordered. And because they're fucking miserable with their own lives. And what better way to fucking relieve your fucking pain, than to cause somebody else emotional pain, I guess. I don't know. To make other people feel how you feel inside. I think that's why people enjoy it. I don't know if they necessarily enjoy it, but may feel some type of satisfaction from it. Linky, so is your name long enough yet, woman? I know, Soldier. I know. I hate typing all that. I'm like, oh my god, Linky, you can't add another word and an emoji. We're never gonna be able to tag you. Linky to her baby brown bear cub. That's like Pugs. When Pugs changed her name, I was like, Pugs, why did you change it? I forget what it was, but I'm like, Pugs, now I have to type this whole fucking thing out. You had 4 letters. I used to love tagging you in the chats. Now I hate it because I have to type so much, so much name. She keeps making it longer. Good thing we love her so much. I know, Soldier, right? It has caused a few blood clots in a few women. Yep. Eating 1,200 calories a day and walking. Susie, 1,200 calories is so, like, I remember when I was losing weight from when I had my son, and I didn't have that much to lose. I think he gained like 25 pounds. So it wasn't that bad. But what do you call it? Like, I'm talking without the baby, 25 pounds on my own. I think I gained, I don't know, I think I gained like, whatever it was, my doctor said I gained like right on target for like, I wasn't over like what most people gain. I was kind of like average, I guess. I forget how much it was altogether, but whatever. whatever it was, I didn't have that much weight to lose, So I looked up my body size, my height, and all that shit to try to figure out how many calories I would need to lose weight. And I came up with something like that, like 1,200 calories. And I'm like, holy shit, that's like nothing. Like, that's not a lot at all, That's not a lot of food at all. I'm like, that's fucking like, shit, I could eat 1,200 calories a night, like in a pint of Haagen-Dazs or some shit. Like, that's not a lot of calories. But I guess if you're eating right, you shouldn't be eating that many calories. But like men, because I did my husband too, and his was like fucking way over mine. I'm like, how come men get to eat so much more than us? It's not fair. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not counting calories. I'm going to cut sugar out. I stopped drinking Snapple. I stopped putting sugar in my coffee. And I was just really trying to limit like my sugar intake. And then once I did that, like the weight just kind of came off, because I didn't have that much to lose. Sugar is like the main contributor. That's why I got this little fucking gut over here, because sugar goes right to the midsection, and I have a fucking major, major sweet tooth. So, oh, thank you, MG. Appreciate that. At the end of the day, I won't take the vaccine. See, Humpty, that's how I feel. At the end of the day, she's so jelly. Who? I don't, listen, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody's jealous of me, but like, when you start bringing up shit like my marriage and shit, it kind of makes you look that way. I mean, why are you going after my fucking husband and my marriage? Like, it's just weird. Oh, and my quote, fried hair. My fried hair. Dude, my hair is in pretty good health. I definitely need a trim, but my hair's not, I wouldn't say it's fried, but it's definitely not, it's definitely not the fucking thickest hair, but I eat Pop-Tarts to ensure and gain 121. Oh my God, girl, you're so skinny. When you weigh out the tortilla chips and find out you can only have a couple, it's not worth it. Yeah, right? Stupid sugar. Why do you have to taste so good, chocolate? I know, soldier. That's how I feel. And like, then people are like, get the fake chocolate. It's not the same. It just doesn't fucking taste the same. Like, sugar-free snacks, fuck those things. I mean, I realized when I was trying to lose weight for my son, I was drinking my calories. That's where my fucking calories were, dude. I was drinking like fucking 6 glasses of peach Snapple a day. Do you know how fucking much sugar's in that shit? Like, fucking, it's ridiculous. So I was like, all my calories are being wasted on fucking liquid. So I cut that out and was drinking water. I like water though. I don't know. Some people don't like it. I like it. I don't mind it. I used to drink nothing but water my whole life because my mom, I don't know why, my mom had this weird thing where she didn't like to buy drinks for some reason. So, you know, we drank water in my house. Not that we never had like soda or anything. We would, but I was never a big soda person. And, every once in a while she'd get like iced tea mix or some shit. She would never buy like a Snapple, nothing like that, ever. Um, but, so we just drank water most of the time. I would say like really most of the time. But when I moved in with my husband, he doesn't like drinking water. So he would always be like, "Oh, could you get this iced tea?" Like when his parents come here, they bring all these drinks with them. They bring like sodas and iced teas and like all this crazy shit. And I'm like, I never fucking had all this shit really, So like I don't know. It was like a treat in our house to have that shit. I mean, we had soda. My dad liked drinking soda with like lunch or something like that. But like, I don't know. It's fucking, I don't know. Well, anyway, when my husband fucking, we moved in together, he didn't drink water. So he would always be like, oh, could you get this? Could you get that? And then he got me into drinking all these fucking sugar drinks that I never really drank. Cause I was like, damn, these are good. God fucking damn, these are good. Snapple. This shit's bomb. My parents never bought soda because they were cheap. All the fake sugar give you severe headaches. Be a diabetic and just watch my intake of regular food. I just put a couple of Splendas. I did my research. Splenda's the safest out of all the fake sugars. Like equals no good. Sweet and low is like the worst. So um, I use a few Splendas in the morning. I hated that shit. I used to hate that fucking fake sugar taste. I still don't really care for it because it leaves a weird aftertaste. And I tried. Everybody else was like, "Oh, try honey, try sugar in the raw, try uh, what is that other shit? Truvia." I don't like any of those. I just don't like the way they taste in my coffee. Like I'll put honey in tea and not even need to put sugar in it. But I don't like it in coffee. I'm not fucking putting honey in my coffee. That's weird. You need a shit ton to make it taste sugary, but in tea it's really good. I've been hooked on the sparkling ice carbonated flavored water. Dude, back in the day, they had this fucking um who made it? I think it was made by uh God, Mystic. Okay. Do you guys remember the Mystic drinks? And it was this black cherry sparkling water and it was so fucking good. It probably had a shit ton of sugar in it, but it actually had flavor. Like I try it all the time. I'll try every black cherry fucking sparkling water bullshit out on the market, and none of them taste as good as that one did. I don't know, they just discontinued it, never to be seen again. It came in like a glass bottle that was kind of like bluish, and it was so fucking good. I remember me and my friends used to always go to 7-Eleven and get them, and nope, nope. Don't do diet anymore due to cancerous ingredients. Splenda is better. Yeah, see? Shit, baby, that's what caused my mom's cancer. She drank sweet and low for like fucking ever. I can't even believe they're allowed to sell that shit still. My poor husband can't sleep. One of his 6-year-old students was tragically killed. No, no. Why? He always thought high school. Oh my god, oh my god. KB Bells. What? I don't even want to know what happened. I can't deal with kids like that. That just like fucking sucked the air out of my fucking lungs reading that. Oh my god, girl. I get a little anxiety in the summer without it. Oh my god, that's so horrible. That's gotta be hard. Really hard. Whew. Damn. I'm like afraid to ask why. Your cartwheels in the front yard. Ah, thanks, Whiskey. I was challenged. That girl was actually being nice to me in a chat the other day. I was kind of shocked when Wendy V's chat, that news tubers person. I'm like, she was. I guess she was upset with Tiffany, so they were being nice to me. Oh my God, KB Bells. To make clear, do regular soda, mostly ginger ale and Dr. Pepper. Only few ginger at night. I like Dr. Pepper. That's pretty much the only soda I drink. I mean, I like Pepsi, but I don't know. I can never finish a whole fucking soda. I don't know. Like at 7-Eleven, they have this big gulp and then they have like the extra big gulp, whatever the fuck it is, super big gulp. And it's like, I'm like, who the fuck could drink that much soda? I was just telling my husband the other day because we stop at 7-Eleven since he's been home. We drive my son to school, in the morning, the both of us. And then like we stop at 7-Eleven on the way back and we get our coffee. It's so nice having him home. We could just like, we never get to hang out by ourselves, because we don't have any babysitters or anything like that. So it's like, it's nice to be able to like just chill out during the day, without my son. 'Cause we don't do date nights and all that kind of shit. So we go get our coffees in the morning, and the other day we see this guy coming out with a fucking huge jug of soda in like this thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck? My husband's like, how the fuck do you drink coffee this or soda? And I'm like, oh, I worked with this woman. God rest her soul. She passed away. She was the nicest lady ever. Her name was Kathy. She was so sweet. And she used to come in, though. She was very overweight. She was huge. And she used to come in every morning. She'd grab her little mug, cup. She'd put ice in it, and then she'd pour fucking Coke, like, instead of drinking coffee. And I just used to look at her and think, Kathy, that's so bad for you. So bad. I think it was Diet Coke, too. And I was like, oh my God, girl. I'm like, how do you drink fucking soda this early in the morning? Ugh, no thank you. Is that a fucking dead cat on my lawn, or am I seeing things? No more soda for me. It made me into a fatty. I'm losing the weight since I broke up with Sprite. Sorry, Sprite, but you are no good. I know, Soldier. You know what I love? I love me a good fucking Shirley Temple. I still fucking order them like I'm 5 years old. I love those motherfuckers. They're so good. Oh no, it's not. Oh my God. I just thought this was a dead cat. You know what it is? Um, I guess it's the oak trees. They drop these like weird, uh, wormy looking fucking fuzzy wormy things. I don't know what the fuck you call them. And then they all like turn into like these big tumbleweeds when it's windy. And it looked like there was a dead cat laying on my fucking lawn. There's like a whole pile just tumbleweeded together there. Don't get in the way of my hog dogs. What's that, hummingbird? What's a hog dog? Circle K. I know, I've heard of that place before. The 3-year-old fired a gun. Wait, what? Hold on a second. I gotta fucking scroll. No. Oh my God. Stop. Oh my God. Her little 3-year-old brother shot her accidentally. Oh my fucking God, dude. How do you let that fucking happen, dude? Oh my fucking God, dude. What? I'm shocked that hasn't made the news. Oh my God. It belonged to a police officer? Fucking shit. Dude, that is insane. That's why I'll never have a motherfucking gun in my house, man. I mean, if I did, I would fucking lock it up in the cabinet. They leave bed and have one more smoke. I know, Soldier, I gotta get off here, so light up, girl. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Triggers are not easy to pull. That's so sad. No charges for the cop or her mom. It's made the news. Oh my God, KB Bells. It's just, right, like you said, it's just a tragic accident, but it's like the most fucking horrible thing you could even think of, because it's just that it just takes 1 second for your fucking entire life to change, and it's just so sad. That poor little kid, when they get older, they're knowing that happened. That's gonna fuck them up. The parents lost a son. They lost oh my God, a sister. Oh my God, that is so fucking sad. How did he get a hold of a cop's gun, though? I like vitamin water. Even if you think they are hidden well, no, lock them up. Yeah, that's what I agree, Soldier. Dude, when I was a kid, I used to go through all my mom's shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to look through her drawers. Like, there was no such thing as hiding shit for me. He was at work. They were not his kids. They were there with their mom. It was on a table. Why? 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 Oh my God, I just turned into Nicole Kessinger. Why? But no, why? Like, why would you leave it on the table? Oh my God, that's so sad. I don't blame your husband for being upset, KB Bells. He's just give him his time to get through this and process it. Oh my God, I feel so bad, KB Bells. Is there anything like we could do for this family or anything? Oh my God, that's just tragic. Good for you at the end of the day. You know what? I fully believe if that makes you feel safer, Because I'll tell you right now, if I lived alone, I'd probably have about I have a fucking arsenal of weapons in my house. I would. I'd have like 3 Dobermans and a fucking arsenal of guns. My son always has his guns locked up. See, here, like, people don't have guns like that. So it's like up here, it's like weird to hear this shit. Like, that somebody would have a gun on a table like that. Because, like, we don't fucking have that. People don't really have guns here. I mean, I'm not saying nobody does, because obviously people do. People get shot here. But, like, it's not common in everybody's household, as it is down south. I remember we went to Pennsylvania and we're in a bar, and this fucking guy has a pistol right on his fucking hip. And I guess it's an open carry state. And he kept putting his hand on it in the bar. And he was like, the guy was a little fucking belligerent too in the bar. And like, we were all just getting so nervous. A little bitch ass New Yorkers that we are. All right, we got to get out of here. Because it was like, what if this guy fucking pulls that gun out and just starts shooting up the fucking bar because he's drunk. It's kind of scary. So I'm kind of glad I don't live in an open carry state, but Akai. How do you say that word? STI? I always say Akai, but I know it's not right. My smaller safe in the house fits our 9mm. I wish if it were Desert Eagle, that thing would stop someone real quick. The community has rallied. He's doing a collection tomorrow in his parent line. Her grandmother was raising her, and she is known as a big community volunteer. So people are being very supportive. Well, that's good to hear. It's so fucking tragic. You're not supposed to have it if you're drinking against federal law. Yeah, Hummingbird, he was like, the shit was right on his fucking hip. And he had his hand on it. And that's why we were getting so nervous, because he kept like putting his hand on it, taking his hand off, putting his hand on it. And he was just kind of like being an asshole. He was getting loud with the people next to us. So we were like, we were all just like getting this bad vibe from him. We were like, let's just get the fuck out of here. Do you ever just like walk past somebody in a store? Oh, I gotta tell you guys the gas station story. Hummingbird knows this one. But you ever walk by somebody and you get this like just bad vibe immediately as soon as you see them? That's what was going on. So the other day, we're on the way home from my fucking son's hockey. This shit's so weird. And then I'll tell this story, and then I gotta end this because I gotta go to bed. So we're on the way home from my son's hockey game, and his roller hockey is a little bit of a trip for us. It's about like 20 minutes from the house. So on the way home, we stop at this gas station. I pump my gas, and I'm just about to leave. I get in my car, I sit down, and I see this lady. She's all fucking disheveled and shit. Her hair's a mess. Older woman, probably in like her 60s, I want to say. And she's rummaging through the garbage pail. And I see her pull out one of those like styrofoam containers that they put food in, some places. And she fucking takes it out. I see her open it up. I could see there was something in there. She's kind of like picking through it with her finger. And she fucking takes it and puts it in a bag, and that like a garbage bag, and then she starts digging more, and I see her pulling out like old food wrappers. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, fuck this. I don't care if it's my last fucking $5 in my bank account right now. I'm going to buy this woman food. I cannot sit here and watch somebody rummage through fucking garbage for food. Like, I just can't with good conscience, and drive away. So I was like, ugh, I'm like, whatever. So I go in the store, I get a big bottle of Poland spring water, and I'm like, it was a little gas station. They didn't have much, but they had this little tiny freezer with sandwiches in it. So I'm like, I don't know, I guess if you're hungry, you'll eat anything, but I'm like, I don't want to buy this woman something she doesn't like, but I don't know her. So I just picked out a turkey sandwich. I said, you can't go wrong with a fucking turkey sandwich, right? So I go up to the register, I pay for it and everything, and I go outside, and she's now moved on to the third garbage pail. Okay. So I walk up to her, and when I walked up to her, she has another food container in her hand. Okay. And then she has on the garbage pail there was a little Ziploc baggie with an uneaten sandwich in the Ziploc baggie, but there was mold all over the bread. There was like a big round circle of mold right on the bread. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. So I go to hand her the sandwich and the water. And would you believe this bitch turns around and she goes, I don't want that. I was like, I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no, I don't want that. And I was like, I'm like, are you sure? She's like, I just want the cans. So I was like, oh, I'm like, if you want cans, I'm like, I have a case of soda in my back of my car that I forgot about that, like, it's probably flat by now. I said, you could take it and empty the cans out. I don't know why I'm still fucking entertaining this lady after she just fucking gave me an attitude. So I was like, she's like, "Ugh." She just waved her hand and just walked away. And I was like, what the fuck? And I turn around, there's this other woman standing behind me. She has a roll of money in her hand. And she's like, got her hand out like she was going to give it to the lady. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, she didn't want it. Dude, so then I see her. I thought she was like homeless, like walking around. No, this bitch gets into a fucking car. Okay. This car was completely filled with garbage bags, like from fucking the floor to the ceiling. Okay, there's this little section, this little area carved out for her and the driver's seat, and that's it. The passenger seat, all garbage. You could see the garbage bags pressing against the windows in the wall. I mean, in the in the car, in the back of the car, the side, everywhere. I couldn't believe it. I never seen nothing like it. So I'm like, what the fuck is this lady doing? Like, is she just collecting old food for like a science experiment or some shit? Like, why would you pass up a fucking fresh food over garbage food? I don't know what she was doing, dude. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, and then just leaving the garbage bags in your fucking car. I was like, what the fuck, dude? So I have the sandwich that's still sitting in my fridge. Anybody want a turkey sandwich? So wait, the best part is last night I go to fucking the supermarket and I'm fucking coming out and all of a sudden I'm walking and there she is. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, there's the fucking sandwich garbage lady. And she starts walking. She looked right at me. I don't think she like knew it was me because I had my mask on and I had a hat on yesterday, like a baseball hat. And I'm like, I don't know if she fucking recognizes me, but and then sure enough, her fucking car's sitting there in its garbagey glory. She left the window wide open, the door fucking unlocked because who the fuck is stealing that car? She knows that's like, she's like, I got my own fucking garbage alarm system over here. Like, nobody's taking this car. They're going to want to sit in here with the garbage bags filled with old fucking rotting food, you know? So she's like, fuck it, I'll just leave my window open. She should have just left the shit running. Ain't nobody fucking stealing that fucking shit, you know? It was like a newer Toyota, like Camry or something. I was like, what the fuck? That is fucking weird. I took a picture of it. I wish I could show you guys because it was pretty fucking disgusting. Ugh. No, polka dot Suzanne. She doesn't though. She had nice clothes on. There's no clothes or anything in the car. There's no clothes. It's all fucking just garbage bags with garbage in them. They're not even full. Like they're not like packed out garbage bags. They're like a garbage bag and then she has like a couple of things in each one and then they're just piled on top of each other. It's so fucking weird. She had a whole entire Ziploc bag, okay, filled. And I'm talking like the gallon size Ziploc bags completely filled with the little tabs that you get from the sodas, like a can of soda. A whole entire Ziploc bag packed to the fucking gills with the little tabs. And like she had a decent car. It's not like she has some old shitty car. It was like, I mean, it's not the newest car, but it wasn't old. And the car itself on the outside and shit looked all right. I don't know, dude. I can't. When I saw her yesterday, she looked more put together. The day prior, she had like her hair was a little messy. I don't know if it was just from the wind. Fucking weird shit, dude. I'm telling you. Weird people in this world run around Sue. I just can't believe she didn't even say like thank you for the, offer for the food. I read a sad statistic that a lot of people that are homeless or whatever, a lot of them are also mentally ill. Like a lot of schizophrenic people, specifically, end up being homeless because their paranoia leads them to being homeless. I mean, they think everybody is. There's this girl I told you guys about. This girl that I follow on Instagram. I don't even know if she's on Instagram. I used to follow her. I don't really follow her so closely anymore. But like, she's purposely homeless because she thinks every fucking person is out to get her because she's got something wrong with her. It's sad, but at the same time, she's so nasty and like mean to people. It's like you almost can't feel bad for her. She's the most bougiest bum on the planet. Whiskey, it's so funny. I gotta see if I could dig this up. But when you go do your little runs into town, like I watched your video, I watched a couple of your videos, like the one, the guy with the jacket has the crack pipe one, where he has all the crazy jackets and shit. And then the other one with the girl, that was so weird. She was like, I don't know, what was she even saying? Something about a button or something. I gotta get my something or God something. I don't even know. When you go talk to those people, me and my friends, we used to drive. My friend had this huge fucking monster truck, and we used to drive up to this like um gas station, and there was always all these fucking crazy people hanging out there. And we finally found out that they all lived in this home that was across from the gas station. It was like this home where they took care of all these, kind of mentally ill people. So we started just going to the home, and there was all these different characters. We had like names for each one of them, but they loved when we came there because we would give them money and we give them cigarettes and like all sorts of shit, just like whatever they need, to just get through the day. There was this one guy, Lurk, and all he cared about was cigarettes. We named him Lurk or Lurch. We used it either one. But when you go talk to these people, it just reminds me of my friend George because he used to do the same thing. We used to go talk to these like people and, just give them money and shit. Because like, dude, those are the people that are forgotten about in society. People like won't talk to them, won't look that, they won't even look at them. And we sat there, we used to have like conversations with them and try to get to know them and shit. I don't know. It was fun. And we have tapes. We used to document, like we'd have a video camera because there was no cell phones back in those days, or I think maybe the cell phone just came out, Nokia. mm. But it just reminds me of that good old days. Exactly, they're people too. That's what we used to say because like other people probably just ignore them. you know the guy Lurk, he always used to ask for cigarettes, so we'd go buy a pack of cigarettes on the way there. This way he had some. you know we'd ask him if they want food. Because, I mean, they're still people, even though there's something wrong with them. I like when you go visit the people, though. It's interesting to talk to those different people. I actually talk to a lot of homeless folk during my travels. They're just people. Yeah, exactly. This woman, obviously, there was something going on there, but she cracked me up. She said her alert system was going off. Dude, that shit was weird. You don't want to fuck with the meth people. They're on another fucking planet, those people. The best episode ever of Intervention is the one, it's called Christy, her name is. Dude, dude. That fucking was the most fucking intense episode. That bitch was out of her fucking mind. She was a meth head. She was fucking eating chicken wings and throwing them across the room and shit. Jumping on her bed naked. Fucking all sorts of crazy shit. Fucking used to draw all this crazy shit on her walls. And oh my God. Her hair was a mess. It was the best fucking episode ever of Intervention. Christy, her name was. Look it up. I wonder if it's on here, if you can find it on YouTube. I know, whiskey, me too. I like it when it's like an alcoholic, you watch Intervention and it like, because, alcoholics like are so, common. I mean, shit, I fucking grew up with one in my house. I turn those off all the time because I'm like, they're never as crazy. I want to see the crazy people. I want to see the fucking crazy people. I want to see the meth heads. Those are my favorite episodes because they're crazy. And then it's nice when you see them get clean at the end, the transformation. from like when they were fucking high to like, 3 months of rehab, and all of a sudden they gained weight and they look like normal people. And you're like, holy shit. Like, I didn't even think that was possible for them to look like a normal person. Drugs will fuck you up, man. I hate when they had this girl on there one time. She was huffing fucking air, canned air. Like, really? Come on. What a waste of an episode. Or like they'll have, people with eating disorders. I'm like, nope, I want to see the fucking meth heads. Show me the meth heads. My brother was our best, but it's clean out. I don't, you know what it is? Like up here, meth isn't that popular. People love heroin up here. It's kind of crazy because if you think about it, in the South and shit, where they say like everything's slow, people do meth. And then here in New York, where they say everything's so fast paced, people are doing heroin. It's kind of fucking weird how that works out. One time a homeless guy held a sign, "Just need beer," due to his honesty. I I gave him it already in my car from the shopping. There was this guy, and this was pretty genius, to be honest with you, in the city. When I was younger, he can't like, I don't know, I'm talking like in my early 20s. He would stand in Times Square. He had a sign, and he was like, $5, curse me out, and tell me anything, call me any name, whatever, just for $5, you get to scream in my face and curse me out. I'm like, that's actually pretty genius. So people would go up to him and be like, "You motherfucking homeless piece of shit, bum motherfucker," and like yelling at him. And he'd just stand there for $5. He must have made a killing, dude, with that shit. Yeah, KV, see, heroin's an epidemic here, up here. I don't know anybody. I mean, well, I only know one person that has done meth. Like, other than that, I don't know anybody who's done that, fucks around with that shit around here. What about those guys in like Flocka, whatever the fuck it's called, Waka, whatever the fuck it is, and all that crazy shit, bath salts. Saw that episode of that crazy chick with her trash room on it. Yeah, her dad was so nice. I felt so bad for him. He looked like the teacher from My Girl, the dad. I felt so bad for him. You could tell he like cared for her so much, but she was such a fucking wreck, that girl. It was sad. I mean, it was funny, but it was also sad. It's like, you don't want to see somebody. She went nuts when they fucking tried doing the intervention on her. My sister is a crack addict. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fun. I hung out with tweakers my whole life. Didn't do shit, but all my friends did. They were all older. Yeah, see, that shit's not popular around here. Never fucking was. I know a lot of people that do crack, coke, like those back when I was younger. And then K, they used to do special K, and fucking ecstasy was huge. And then like, you know, the meth. I don't know. I just never heard people doing that shit around here. I'm sure they do. It's just they're not as popular. Mobster Flacca. I saw someone on it once. They looked right out of The Walking Dead. I flew over the counter in the gas station to get away. It was a huge epidemic here in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, wow. It's fucking crazy. Drugs are bad, okay? Alright, guys, I gotta call it a night. It's 3 o'clock. I gotta get my ass to bed. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful you'll find it in San Francisco. Damn, don't tell me that, Whiskey. I want to move to San Francisco. Oh, Jem. Hey, Jem. Jem, I was just ending it. It's so late here. I hate you West Coast people. Not you, Jem. I don't know where you live, but the rest of you guys are like, what do you mean? Our party's just getting started right now. The other night when I was in Wogs, I was like fighting to keep my eyes open, and I finally just couldn't do it anymore. All right, guys. It's been real. To the fucking screenshot squad and flying monkeys. Stop fucking giving wrong information. You guys, come on. You're making things worse for everybody around here. Let's just stop. Let's just fucking stop. And hashtag Ghost Laura 2021. All right, I'm out.